Welcome everyone to today's live stream. Hello Jenny and everyone else. Thanks for joining in. Timmy is of course here with me. Of course, as soon as I say his name, he's like, what? I know what that means. He started saying stuff. My name was mentioned. He's like, it's treat time. Right? You want your treat? You gotta come over here and get it though. We'll put it right here. My camera. He may be full. He may not want it. He might be, you know, full from lunch. Why is that not picking up? All right. Well, yeah. So we're gonna do some Palworld today, of course. Some more playing with Miss Bella. Bella Noir, more of anything else, and maybe get around to Bella Libero. I mean, it just depends. I've still got some selective breeding to do and make for better versions of Bella and see what I can get there. Also, we'll mention, if you hadn't seen it, No Man's Sky has a new expedition going right now, the Adrift expedition, and it's a very unique one in that they wanted to create the feeling of an alternate universe. So basically there's nobody else in the entire galaxy. You go into this expedition, you are it, the only one. There's no other life forms, no shops, no trades, no shortcuts, no help. You are completely on your own in this universe, except for sandworms. There's more sandworms and fiend eggs spread all over the place. So all the buildings are like broken and rusted, so you find basically they're like just remains of all the travelers that are gone. There's a ghostly frigate that for some reason continues to travel through space, and you can apparently recruit it as part of, I guess, your fleet, which is kind of surprising. And then they have provided a new ship, a new hauler ship called the Iron Vulture, which is a unique design to it, and a few other things. Obviously, the main point is that, hey, you are going to be on your own. There's nobody else to interact, no buying stuff, trading for stuff. You can't go and say, hey, let me go trade this, make some money, which kind of makes me think there's got to be something interesting as far as if you can still even go to the anomaly. If you show up at the anomaly, there's just like nobody around. Again, there's an abandoned freighter that just keeps going, so it's like a ghost ship. The new Iron Vulture ship that you get, and yeah, that's the Adrift expedition. If you want to check it out, you know, see, we still have new content coming for No Man's Sky after all these years, and that's kind of an interesting one. You go to like just a dead universe, a dead galaxy. There's nobody else around, not even no NPCs at all. That's definitely interesting. At least a little different. So I just wanted to point that out for any of you who are interested in checking it out. I don't think I'm gonna bother with it. I'm not a big fan of the expeditions, the whole starting completely over from scratch, so I'm not gonna worry about it so much. But yeah, it's there. So we're gonna dive on in to some Palworld again, playing with some Bella. I did some changes, and Palworld crashes again. Gotta give me a minute. I gotta see if I can get it to actually come up. It's still so weird that all I did was install Pal IV mod that shows me the special hidden value on the Pals, and it crashes all the time now and runs poorly. It's just gotten really buggy with just that one mod, which really shouldn't be doing anything like that. Give me a second. Maybe. Okay, we might be good now. And just make sure it picks up. Okay, I don't know why OBS is so slow on this one. Okay, so I got some stutters still as it's trying to load in. I have got a small batch of eggs being made. I put in just 10 cake on this one to get some Bellas going, because I've got a good stat for them. Weird thing happened I had 2 male Bellas finally from a hatching. I threw one in there, hatched a few more, matched up, you know, a good thing, threw in another one, and suddenly that male Bella that I put in there was now female. And going through all the other ones, I now only have 1 male in the PAL bots. So it's a transgender Bella, apparently. Went through a full sex change on me. You know, I also noticed I did add some more regular egg incubators because I got tired of waiting, and it's too much to get the stuff to make the electric ones. So I've literally got these. I'm probably just gonna do 2 more electrics over here to replace those, and just have the electrics right here, and then make this all like 4 more or even 6 more along the back, and just, you know, it's fine. The ones I really want to hatch quickly will go in these. The ones I could just let go will go in that. And I'm probably going to throw an electric cooker in. Just go ahead, throw in. Did I get? Yeah, got all those clear out. So we got a bunch of dragon eggs to get through. That's why I'm trying to make sure I hatch things quickly. So let's look at my Bellas. And I need to resort. There we go. So I've got some interesting ones. I'm not getting anything with like super outstanding stats right now. I'm not getting like super IV, you know, levels. I'm not getting amazing stats. So I think we're gonna have to go and try to get a few Bella fights today. See if I also get some eggs that way. Maybe get some better stats, you know, passive skills from them, and try to find me something better for breeding. But this one, same one I was leveling up last time, is the best attack and defense one I have right now. Not too shabby on the health. You know, only Veil of Darkness. So I'm keeping that one as my current fighting one. She's not... It's very hit or miss. In some cases, she does a lot of damage to an enemy. And in other cases, she's like absolutely struggles. It's like just a complete flip around of which one, like how she's gonna work. I'm not sure why that's the case. Like going through the frozen tundra area, the cold biome, fighting Mamoresk Christ. One, she just wiped him out like it was nothing, and then the very next one she struggled against. It was like almost the same exact level, you know. So obviously quite a big difference, I guess, on their IV values, attack values and such. But it was a massive difference in comparison. That was kind of what I was seeing before. Like last time we did 2 bosses, and it was like one boss was like nothing for Frostallion. I think it was Frostallion fighting. Had no problem with a boss, and then, or a certain one, and then the next fight struggled, just significantly struggled. Boom. I love such easy takedowns and, you know, grab the supplies. Oh, you saw me. Alright. There we go. Now, Captain Midnight can do his own thing. Huh. No chest here. Usually there's a chest right there. Come on now, I know you didn't use all your attacks that quickly. Wow, he took some damage this time. That's an unusual amount of damage. I mean, usually against Anubis, there's like nothing. No damage at all, hardly. And now he's like, ow. He's down like a third of his health. Jenny? Where is everyone? Where's Jason today? Assuming you're still watching. You jumped in, said hi. Usually I hope you're not going to say hi and then just abandon. Unless it's to go get a snack. How far did... Level 39. Okay, not bad. I think I need to do some... just need to do some dungeon runs. Yeah, we need slabs. Libero slabs, regular slabs. Also just the fact I could get stuff like the scrolls and such for speeding up how much I am I can level my pals. Felonious. You're working on Ark, and I'm on the TV. Well, at least I am on the big screen. See? People told me someday I'm going to be on the big screen. Not really. Nobody told me that. It's just you hear people say that as a saying. Like, one day we'll see you on the big screen. Back when that meant going to a theater. Boom. That's a very nice takedown right there. Let's see. All right, let's try it. See how she does now. Yeah, definitely. Same thing I was saying. Like, one of the ones I did the other day, or a couple days ago, she just was nearly like that health after that one attack, and she was a lower level then. I don't know why their attack effectiveness changes so drastically at times. Alright, yeah. We're here to not fight them. We're here to find a dungeon. I think I remember... Yeah, there was one over here by a little plateau. Polonius, how's it going for you? Are you having a good weekend? Did you bring snacks? Jenny needs snacks. Actually, I need snacks. Where was that thing? It was, yeah, right around here. Remember, because there's the little thing, the little rock structures here, and I saw, oh yeah, look at that, you know, big spot for grabbing a ton of quartz. There you go. It's open. I like it when they're open. Oh, you are watching what you eat. I mean, I watch what I eat too as it goes into my mouth. That's what I do. He needs a little exercise. He's been cooped up in that ball. I'll let him get out and fight some frosties. Got turned around. They can just do their own thing. They go be upset that I just ran right on through, ignoring them. Oh. All right. I'll let them fight for a moment. Just, you know, I'm not here worried about that. I'm just here to fight the boss and get the drops. Oh, ow. Oh, it's not a boss, but it is a loot chest. Yeah. Early lunch, you gotta mow tomorrow. Yeah, it's raining here like all weekend. It's not bad yet. I think it's supposed to get heavier later today and overnight through tomorrow. But it was like enough that, you know, it was not, it was like starting to drip sufficiently to get me wet as I was trying to help my mom get her, take care of groceries today. Of course, conveniently, as I'm like, you know, we're leaving the store, it starts to sprinkle. And then we get to her house, it starts to sprinkle. Luckily, when I got home, it was like finishing up at that point. Oh, another chest. Alright, so that's 2 good chests right there. Let's see if this actually gives me anything good. No. Nothing good there. So, little hiding spot under there. You know. Alright. You want to fight me? There you go. Which way did I come in? Oh, well, I didn't come in this way, but obviously I've got a, there's a direction I can go here. Like that. If I can get over the rock. Oh, he got stuck. Oh, there is an opening over there. I was about to turn around like there's a dead end, but no, there's actually a spot. This is definitely a more involved dungeon than the last time I played this one. I don't remember it being like this. Okay. I think it's a pass-through. Oh, no. Tree. Yeah, frozen tree there. I just gotta look for the big tree. Dragon. Probably not the best to put against a frost. Or against a dark type, so... I need to reorganize the attacks between Frosty and Captain Midnight because it's throwing me off. One uses E for the Crystal Wing running attack, and the other one uses C. And it throws me off. Let's switch in between them. What? The music's still going. I was about to say, did I beat the boss already? Alright, we got a Libero and rocket launcher schematic. And didn't get another one. Let's see the schematic. Okay, so it's a slightly better rocket launcher. I think. Yeah, this is common. So now I've got the uncommon. Okay, so there's at least an upgrade on that. It's not much, but it's a little bit. And again, I'm like, still got the fight music going from the boss. They've got some very long range attacks suddenly. Yeah, music's not stopping. Granted, no, you know, most of the time there's like really no noticeable music or background sound, so it's kind of a welcome addition. But I mean, this is weird. It's like, hey, you're fighting, you're not fighting. I mean, I just finished a fight. You think that it would stop now, but it's not. I seem to have broken the music. And I'm not really sure how I did it so easily. Sanchez! It's okay if you're late. You know, better late than never. What they say. Okay, let me think on this one. I remember there was like several dungeons over here. Like right over here through this area. I think. Yeah, I remember there being like one somewhere over here I was looking for. I just don't remember it being quite like on this side. May have to pull the map up to look for them again. I know there was like two behind, like north of the city. I like there's one dungeon somewhere. It was like tucked behind some of the trees where you couldn't see it. Maybe it was over on that side. There we go. There's one. Oh, and I see, I guess, an effigy. I guess we are going to be stuck with the combat music for the rest of the live stream. Because it doesn't seem to be wanting to go away. Okay, even played the music going in. That little bit, and it's still going. Like, oh, it changed. Kind of nice. You know, it changed, at least because I got a different combat. Yeah, I guess we're going to have just the combat music the whole rest of this stream. Now, yeah, there could be worse glitches. Yeah. Hey, okay, like Frosty not wanting to fight anything. All right, come on, Frosty. Probably need to fight this one, or you're stuck. Okay. Don't mind me. Yep, still going. I feel kind of like I remember this layout just slightly. If I go main menu and come back, I mean, it's not the worst thing that could happen. Normally it is fairly quiet in the game. Like, you really don't notice the music during normal circumstances. It's just kind of like very soft. Like, there's a little bit there. You hear, like, you know, when you teleport and everything, you get that little twinkly music, which obviously highlights the fact when you get in combat, you hear the combat music, and it's like, oh, I'm being attacked. You know, so it's not the worst thing to have it suddenly be like, oh, hey, yeah, we're gonna just have tons of just music constantly. Yeah, it kind of defeats the whole being able to hear you're in combat surprise, but does add some value, you know, to it gets rid of some of the silence. I think, yeah, I think I do remember this. Yeah. Just double check. Oh, there is a path through. Okay. Maybe I don't remember it as well. Hyposphere. I did see a mod I was kind of thinking of maybe installing. So again, I'm still having a lot of crashes with the game since I put the PAL IVs in. But there's a mod that basically somebody's like, the loot drops suck in the game. It's just very like pitiful compared to, you know, like other games. So they said, okay, we're just gonna go ahead and put in increased drops. So it's like way higher drop chance of stuff. And I was kind of thinking about, like, you know, I might put that in for no other reason really than the fact I want to be able to be like, hey, I don't have to fight as many Bellas to get the cores for the electric egg cookers. You know, it increases the drop amount, but it also increases the chance of certain things to drop. But the main thing was I was just thinking, like, yeah, I could get that and have it increase the number of cores I get. And I kind of was like, that sounds like a good idea to me. And so, again, I'm having problems since I put something as simple as, hey, show this extra bit of text on the window that shows this hidden mechanic that's part of the game. It just shows the number for the mechanic on your pals. Since putting that simple of a mod into the game, it crashes a lot. Like, loading up has just become very much, I would say, like, all right, so today crashed the first time before I could even get into my save. Then got into the save, and it acted like it was going to crash again. And now it's, you know, fine. It'll probably hang up when I try to save and go back to the main menu, because it does that too. It'll sit there, and what used to take only a few seconds, it now suddenly just like freezes. That's got to be something. Again, only once I put that mod in, it started doing that. I feel like there was one over here somewhere. Oh, I'm sure there is. I'm just on the wrong side. I went further than I thought. But I might try that today. I might actually go ahead and see about throwing that one in there if we get enough. Well, I mean, I guess throw it in there. I might get more loot. Actually, I think it only applies to the bosses. I think that's what it was. It was increase the loot drops of the bosses specifically. Not so much all the other. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. Maybe it does get all of them. I think it was actually geared just at increasing the boss loot drops. And that's the case, it wouldn't help with the chest. It wouldn't give me more loot from the chest. So slab fragments, no. But that could be kind of a fun one to put in before fighting Bella again, so that I maybe get more ancient cores from her. I didn't find my way to one. Okay, I got this one. I'm gonna get the map up after this to show where those are at. Okay, fine. Yay. You want to take care of them for me? Alright. It's wasting time. Feel like getting Jack in the Box today? Go for it. I don't have a Jack in the Box around me. And I went ahead, I've already, did grocery run this morning. So, it means I got stuff to eat. So I'm gonna, let's see, I've got some sushi waiting. A little sushi roll. Or after this, and got some salad. Yeah, gotta eat healthy. Get those greens in your diet. So, have you tried the? Can't remember the exact name they put for them, but the new wraps that Arby's is advertising. It's like 2 for $7, something like that. You get like, or 2 for $5. I can't remember. There's like some deal going, and it's like, here's these wraps. And you know, on the commercials they look fairly big. All the promo stuff they look fairly big, but I've heard that from people saying they were a little disappointed on the size of them. They're like small. You know, we're not as big as on the commercial. You know, because if I'm gonna get 2 of something, you know, especially for like $5, $7 range, now I'm expecting it to be a pretty good amount of food. I was kind of wanting to see if anybody can actually verify they bought the deal, and if the wraps really are like little, like disappointing. You know, it's like Sonic drive-thru. If you ever go to theirs, which I don't really go there that often, you get their breakfast burritos. It's a big burrito. It used to be a big burrito, but you go like Taco Bell and get a breakfast burrito, and it's like a little scrawny breakfast burrito in comparison. Kelpsy. Oh, who are we going to throw? You know what? Bella. Bella can do the fight. Let's just actually see how this works out. Yeah, good angle. There she goes. Not a lot of damage against the non-boss ones with that attack. So that's what's... Oh, but she does have her new attack, which apparently either she got interrupted and they didn't move, or she just literally spawns a whole bunch of tornadoes that they have to walk into. Like, wow, I'm doing more damage against them than her attack. Like, the big attack. Alright. I'm gonna hang out over here, wait for you to... Well, you know, I guess I can go get some supplies. Yeah. Where... Who are you fighting? And where did the boss go? Up. Down here? There we go. Ring of Flame Resistance. Yeah. You also eating more healthy? I think everybody should be eating more healthy. Oh, that's a weak one right there. I need to probably feed some of these. Yeah, there you go. I feel like I'm gonna start going farming Mammorest, just because even the raw Mammorest meat is so filling for the pals. Just like start stockpiling it. So we got dragon fruit, and I guess it was a bunch of the training manuals, because I only noticed the one extra line pop up. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead. Take these. Make use of them. Gives me some points. Yeah, I'm gonna save those for like when I get a really good Bella. Good stats, good passives. Tacos that are more like crunchy rolls. So it's like a soft taco, but it's more like they roll them. And they've got some crunch to them. I don't have a Jack in the Box around here. I'm gonna try to see if I can find these last 2 dungeons over here, and then we'll go back, check on my eggs, and I'll probably at that point save or go back to the main menu and see if I can get rid of the stuck music. Now it's kind of getting to that, you know, annoying part. We'll let Bella fight on this one. Oh! You know, I was getting hopeful. You heard it, that hard stop. Split second of quiet. And then it starts in again. I was really starting to hope maybe I got the music somehow to finally fix. Oh! I splashed in the water. Alright, that's weird. I landed, splashed in the water, and it reset the current music. It's still the combat music. But it's like it keeps randomly, like, starting over. Oh, I think I remember this one now. Bye, guys. They got something else to worry about. They're like, don't bother with this guy. We got more important fish to fry. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see a chest. Crunchy folded tortilla with ground beef inside. See, I would, you know, ground beef, it's good occasionally. For me, it depends kind of on the place. I much prefer at the better places to go with a good grilled chicken taco. Is that what? She's stuck again. Okay. Well, let's just see if I can do this. Ah, I bumped into something. I was hoping I could just like fly past, leave them like sitting there, kind of like I might go by. It did not work, and well, dead end. But there's a chest. Yeah. Oh, well, that okay, yeah, there's kind of that random placement on the attack. I don't like, you know, it's similar to Blazemutt's little, you know, pyro attack where it's like a wide area and you just see all these spots where the flames just kind of burst up. But you gotta make sure the enemy is in those spots so it doesn't help as much. You know, it's kind of not the best arrangement because if they're not standing in the right spot, they don't get damaged. But that attack is kind of a nice one because you saw, like, because of the tornadoes, there was that kickback, that knockback effect from it. So it was like, hey, yeah, we're going to knock you back. And it kind of was, some of them were so close it was making them bounce into each other or bounce between one tornado thing to the next. Okay, I think I haven't been this way, right? Or maybe I have this way. I don't know. It all starts to run together the more you do these. There's a chest. How many keys do I have? You know, obviously a lot more regular copper keys than the others. And it's starting again. Still did not do like huge amount of damage on them. I flung myself too far. It's a good thing you don't get impact damage from flying into a wall from that. You know, bouncing off a wall and go flying through the air, you know, kilometer away and take fall damage. Sure. You know. Well, that will work, but you know, impact damage. Oh, what? Bread. I need some bread. I want some bread. Too bad I can't just pick it up and throw it. You know, like here, let me grab it and throw it in there. Fine. Make things more difficult than they should be. I think I remember it from this direction. Yes, there we go. Blaze butt. But I plays different blaze butt. See how she does. I mean, it's a lot of 6 and 7 point hits, you know. Not great. And then you got those like that. I mean, yeah, one attack. Main thing is if you get her to target at the right spot, especially when there's like more than one, like they got little companions, she can target and hit all the way through them. Let's see how that does. Yeah, it still doesn't do much. Right there. Hi, 2-ton. Glad to have you join in. Oh, yeah, just completely miss. That's good. Come here. I'm gonna throw you behind him. Okay, that's a little bit better. I mean, some good hits. Good damage from the hits, but... Again, it's gotta be... He's gotta be in that right spot. And the scatter pattern on those. Some cases are, like, close together, and then you got a big gap between some of them. So it really is very... pump action shotguns. But I gotta use something up. I'm gonna have to like go Dragon Burst. You know, I don't care about Dragon Burst. I don't care about Voila, there we go. I'm gonna drop that. I don't need that. But okay. Give me more. I was kind of going to use that. No. Handgun ammo. Yeah, forget the handgun ammo. I don't need it. Alright. Yeah. There's another dungeon, like, right up the cliff. Like, right up there, but forget it. I'm out of room. I hope I would get more, like, tech point manuals that I could just use up. I know. We're gonna go drop some stuff. Where's that? There we go. Drop stuff off. Check my eggs, and I'm gonna close and see if I get the music to unbug. Oh, Dinosaur Lutz. Did not notice that one before. Why some of my pals are stronger than the other same ones? No. And actually earlier it was weird. Like I mentioned that when I was playing the last couple days, one point I had Bella, who was lower level than she is now. Obviously, she's leveled up a bit from fighting. Took her, and she, you know, kind of surprisingly, like, here's one she's fighting, Mamarest Christ. She's fighting them. Won that special attack, the one where you press and hold F for her to do the attack, she nearly wiped him out with that one attack. Very next one barely does any damage to him at all. I mean, absolutely barely does any damage. And they were almost the exact same level. You know, I was sitting there like, okay, this is like, I really just did a, you know, one was a complete opposite of the other one on how much damage she did between one to the other. It was weird. And it was like back to back. I was going through there, just fighting, trying to, you know, maybe get some extra levels. And it was just from one to the next. The attack, that same attack, was so drastically different. And this is the one I've got in my party that has the best attack and defense IV stats of any of them that I have. So just from one enemy, non-boss, Mamoresk Chris, you know, to the next, the big attack, the press and hold F, was completely different. And then the one I did earlier during the stream, like the attack took maybe, was like a fourth of its life, third of its life, took it down that much. And yet, you know, one of the ones I had the other day, a couple days ago, it maybe did like a sixth of the health in damage, and then the one before that had maybe like a sixth of the health left from the same attack. So I don't know if it's just, I mean, I can understand there's gonna be a difference between the wild pals and their stats, their attack and defense, all that, their IVs, but that seems like a very big difference. Like, my Bella's stats are not randomizing, or not supposed to be, so it seems very odd that there would be that big of a difference between one Mamoresk Chris and the next in terms of the damage that I did with the exact same attack. As far as, you know, the having two of them with like very different stats, as far as two Bellas, I'm not leveling up multiple Bellas right now. I'm trying to actually hatch a few Bellas. Hence the extra set of egg cookers over there, so I could get more done at a time. Honestly, getting ready to start doing even more of them. I should have enough supplies. I may very well go and do just an absolute, just ton of them, because I still need to try and get through a bunch of these eggs. Okay, I saw those I collected there. Yep. Okay, 13 minutes. We're not going to wait for that. We're going to have to come. You know, I'll start putting those there. Yeah, we're going to have to come back. All right, I'm going to go to the title. Let's see if it'll actually stop the music. Did stop the music. May have froze up too on that. You got the bundle with Forever Skies? Good. Enjoy it. That's why I recommended it. It's a good one. I mean, honestly, Forever Skies is one of those. It really feels a lot like a Subnautica. Like somebody was playing Subnautica, said, you know, the bases are nice, but what if you could just customize the Cyclops more, you know, and carry your base around with you, and do that. But instead of it being underwater, because obviously there's going to be areas where it's harder to get through, you know, the Cyclops. If you expand the Cyclops out, make it bigger, it's harder to get through. Let's just do an airship. It kind of feels almost like somewhere somebody was playing Subnautica, got that idea, said, let's just flip it. We'll fly through the air. You could just make your ship bigger. That's your base, your mobile base. And you just got to focus on, well, obviously having the lift for it. Maybe not worry about balance so much, because that, you know, obviously that might make people a little frustrated if they have to worry about the balance of their ship, so it's not leaning to the side. You know, they go sliding as they try to walk through. But it's, you know, they're adding some good stuff to it with the content right now. I'm glad we got the gardening stuff finally kind of added. You know, more stuff. To me, it still feels kind of... You know, I'm waiting for more on the combat side. Obviously, we don't have the best equipment for crazy combat, and that's not something like everybody wants to have necessarily in the game. But, you know, it kind of almost like felt like we were being teased with the idea of like there's going to be more involved combat, and now we don't have that. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Oh, there, I got that. Okay, let's go and yeah. Boot this, and here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to pop that in there, and I'm going to see how many. Let's see, mass 132. That's going to use all the flour. Boom. Okay, yeah, 132 cakes. Electric cooker. Oh, get over here and cook. Void Train? You know, that is kind of one of the other games that's interesting in a way. I feel kind of like Void Train falls more in line with Vulcanoids, because it is that train car mechanic. You're building forwards and backwards, not really side to side so much. And, you know, in Void Train, you're locked onto this train track where you are, you know, you just keep going down the line. And Vulcanoids is you're choosing, you say, I want to go here, and it takes you there and lands you in, or, you know, surfaces you in a certain spot. And Forever Skies, besides the fact that it does seem to be procedurally generating as you go right now, they don't have like a set map, so it literally can go forever. You know, you've got that freedom of movement that you don't get in like Void Train and Vulcanoids, which I like. You know, yeah, you still have obstacles to worry about as you move around, which is, so it's not like you just fly forever, you know, whatever direction you want. Just, oh, yeah, just keep going, you know. I do like the fact that now, and I haven't played since they added it, but the last update, we got the big fuel tank you can get now, and you can actually connect it through the piping to your engine, so your engines can just keep being fed fuel. So really, you know, if you wanted to, you could sit there and be like, I'm just gonna go fly. I'm gonna like I'm just gonna kind of AFK for a minute and just see how much distance I can cover. You know, like if you want to do that. Obviously you still gotta worry about food consumption. But that is one of those things that it does kind of lend to that possibility that you can do more of a AFK style. I'm going to walk away and let this just run for a while. No? Yep. Okay. Ooh. Yep. Take some more omelets ready. I'm kind of about ready to just start doing a lot of cake production here, because I've got so much food built up, so much salad built up. And I only did the omelets because I end up running out of... I use up a certain amount of tomatoes versus salad, and I always end up with extra tomatoes. I'll go ahead and do some salads. And let that just cook. I'm actually going to turn off transport. Yeah, see, I'm going to use up... I'm going to have leftover tomatoes. Go back. We'll look for that other dungeon. A game called Aska Spicy. No, I have not heard of the game Aska. I'm assuming that's how it's supposed to be pronounced. Aska? Aska. Lay claim to unspoiled lands and pave the way for a fierce Viking tribe. Craft the ultimate settlement solo or together with up to 3 friends. Trust in the gods and the power of the Eye of Odin to summon intelligent NPC villagers to provide camaraderie and relief from the tolls of survival. Release date June 20th. It's got good visuals. Let me bring it over and look real quick so I'm not craning my neck so much. Graphically, it looks nice. I'm going to go ahead and say that. It does seem to have some very nice graphics to it. Seems maybe not like... It's kind of like Elder Scrolls type look, in my opinion. Maybe, a little bit better graphics. They have a demo for it. You can download a demo, and it's going to release early access on the 20th of this month. I am going to wish list that. May check out the demo. There is one I had on my wish list, and I haven't bought it yet, but it is on sale. It just released yesterday, Soul Mask. If you want to check that one out, I would recommend it. It's 10% off, $27. I'll see. Jenny wants the game. She's got it on her wish list. But it's a tribal type of game, where you are fighting as part of like a tribal warrior type thing. And you have apparently a mask that lets you do special powers. From what I saw, it does have base building. Like you do get kind of you can recruit and assign people to certain tasks. And it's kind of like Green Hell meets, I guess, Conan Exiles in a way. As some aspects is what it kind of implies to me. But it's called Soul Mask, and it just dropped yesterday. Now, it is one... before I go diving in, I try to look up, not just see what the people are reviewing it as so far. Obviously, just coming out yesterday, you can't have the best reviews yet because nobody's had that much time to play it. But I always also look up the developer, and this is a first for the developer. Can't find anything about them. They don't seem to show up anywhere. You look up their name, and it comes up with, there's like a content production company. It does like rights for like shows, movies, stuff like that. And then there's a game developer one, but they made like completely different games, and they haven't done anything for like a couple of years. So I don't know. I don't think it's that same one because they're not listed as publishing this base or this game. So it's one of those things that gives me a little bit of caution. Do I really want to spend $27 now, or just pay the extra like $3 in 2 months when I can see that there's getting some updates and stuff? There's so many, developers put out something and then disappear, or put out stuff, do a few little micro updates just to keep attention going, and then disappear when the money slows down. So, it's one to look at, maybe put on your wish list, wait to see how it goes. It is a survival and crafting game, and again, there's apparently not necessarily like, it's automation to a degree is different from Palworld automation, you're not carrying your recruits with you, but it does seem to have like that kind of mechanic, sort of like maybe like Ark in a way. You're not just picking up your dinosaurs, your pets, carrying them around, but you also can, it says, assign people to tasks, to certain jobs. So you might have somebody, you're going to assign them to be the one that's milling grain, I guess. Or making arrows for you. Again, it's very much got a tribal theme to it. Looks kind of more like, I would say, not like... It's more of like South America type tribal look to it, in my opinion. So it does make me think of sort of like Green Hell. Like not you being a normal, like American person like that, going down to South America and trying to survive. It's actually you're a tribal person. Maybe like Far Cry Primal. Think like kind of like that. Like, but you get this special mask that gives you a special power type of thing. It's interesting. It's one I'm gonna keep my eyes on, but right now I'm not finding anything that makes me want to take the chance on it just yet. But hey, Now, Jenny, if you get it, let me know what you think. Jenny is the one who recommended Aska. I've got on my wish list. I'll check it out. I may play that demo, see what it's like. Yet, you know, Green Hell is one of those. I played it during early access, and it was fun and enjoyable during that time. And, you know, when they released it and did the story, I played through the story, and I was like, you know, this is okay. Not the most engaging story for me. It really, you know, it kind of made me where I just didn't want to do playing the story. I didn't want to do the base building because of being focused on traveling for the story. You don't want to, like, here, I'm going to spend all this time building this base here just to have to leave it behind by going into this area. So I kind of just, you know, the last time when I started playing it again, I was like, I'm just doing the endless survival, just having fun with that. Granted, it's definitely a little different. You know, it's a more grindy game because it does take more time to get the supplies to build certain things. And, you know, for a while you couldn't build. It's after full release that they finally added the ability to start, like, building multi-level structures. And then the tree houses and stuff like that got added. You know, originally, it was not as good on the building as it is now. They definitely continue to add to it, fortunately, which has made it a better building experience. But it's still, it's kind of that point, like I don't like Sons of the Forest build system. I can't stand it. It's that it's so frustrating to play. That I'm just like, I cannot get into the game at all. Like, it's just, if I wanted to play the Forest, I wanted that experience, I would play the Forest, not Sons of the Forest, because can't stand the build system. And the build system is very much, it's similar to, again, how the build system is done with, like, Green Hell, in a way. It's like, you know, some people like that more realistic style of build system. I get it. If you like it, hey, go do it. But Green Hell has a more realistic build system too, and it is so much better in terms of the way the building is handled with, like, the blueprints and everything and how you put stuff together than Sons of the Forest by far. Like, I consider Green Hell's build system twice as good as Sons of the Forest, if not better. And so, you know, if you're frustrated with Sons of the Forest build system, because of the way it's handled, because of the way, you know, like, yeah, like, it's tedious or whatever. At the least, it's not the frustrating, like, how you put stuff together, like in Sons of the Forest. Sons of the Forest, I don't think, unless they come around to, like, oh, hey, we changed it, so now you can, like, freeform, like, hey, place this, here's this foundation, and just drag and draw it out and let you customize your structures better. To where people can actually start building interesting structures like they did in the first game. Because, I mean, granted, there are some interesting structures people have done in Sons of the Forest, but it's nowhere near what it was in the original game. You know, I just don't see myself playing Sons of the Forest. And Green Hell is fun up to a certain point. It does get that tedium of having to, you know, the more realistic tedium does wear you out. But I can at least play it. I can't play Sons of the Forest with that build system. I just have absolutely no interest or incentive to play it with that build system. that it there? Yeah, there we go. There's my dungeon. Yeah, Green Hell does, again, it's that, I get it. Some people like that more realistic thing. I get it. But in every one of the games that are focusing on the more realistic survival, more realistic building, whatever it is, there's still stuff they do that goes very unrealistic. And there's sometimes they'll do stuff that it's just horribly unrealistic to the point that you're like, why are you doing this as like so unrealistic on this part, but you're so focused on this part being realistic. It's like, it's that pick and choose what you want to say you're going to put as realistic survival or realistic base building. And I get, you know, there are people who like that type of building, but not everybody does. And as big, as large number of sales as the Forest did, obviously a lot of people bought Sons of the Forest expecting a similar experience. And depending on who you are, you know, some people are liking it better than the first game. And then there's plenty of people who think the first game is still far better. And you can see overall, people find the first game better. The Forest versus Sons of the Forest. You can see in the reviews that there's enough people that think the first game is better than the second one. That the second one's got worse reviews. Kind of like, you know, Starfield. There's people who think Starfield is great, but the majority of people think Starfield is basically still like in a very unpolished, unfinished, and low effort state of a game. Yeah, I was only coming over here because of a chest. But you know, it's the same thing with like Green Hell. If I play for the story, I play for the story. I get done with the story. I move on. You know, if I play for the building, I don't like ever, you know, I play without the story part. Because if I play with the story, I just don't want to waste time doing a lot of building. Because then in the end, I know I still have to go and finish up the story. So the endless survival part of Green Hell, I like the fact we have that mode, that mechanic. But yeah, it's, you know, it wears on you, you know, that tediousness of the build system. And, you know, it's not, yeah, you can go and build some really big bases in the end. Like, ultimately, yeah, you can make a really big base. But you're going to spend a lot of time and effort doing that. I mean, God, the amount of time I spent on that treehouse base I did when I was playing before. It was just, oh, it's so frustrating. Once I got to, and then you get to a point you're like, oh, I can't go any further that way. For some reason, it's like, it's acting like I can't build out this way. So I'm stuck with this side. It's like some of the restrictions do get frustrating, but obviously they're focused on a realism aspect. Granted, it's the same thing, you know, pretty much, I'm gonna say any game, not even have to be realistic survival or realistic building. You know, there are people who can play Minecraft for, you know, 1,000 hours straight, not playing another game in the meantime. Like, oh yeah, Minecraft, I'll play for, you know, I'll put 1,000 hours into this save alone, and I won't stop play any other game in the meantime. They'll do it, you know, spend months playing like that, and they're fine with it, you know. But I think most people need a little of that variety, and like, you know, need to change it up every now and then, kind of thing. Minecraft's one of those. I get to a certain point and it's worn on me. You know, it is like, okay, I need to step away. I need a break from this. You know, it's just whether it's the like, okay, I gotta go find more diamond, or I gotta go do this, or it's just everything, you know, traveling. You're traveling so far now to get to certain, to see a variety of biomes. It always just wears down. You know, it gets to that point where I think just everybody at some point, every game's gonna wear on them. I just feel like Green Hell's a little faster because tedious, you know, and so on. Yeah, like Empyrean, when it was Alpha 9, they decided to default it to you had to limit your carry weight, and it was like your carry weight was so little that it's like you have still the legacy, like here's a big inventory space, but your carry weight was so little, you got like 4 things in your inventory and you were maxed weight. And they made that default, and so many people complained about it that they updated to say, oh yeah, now it's not default anymore. It's an option to turn on, but default goes back to the old method of it just being inventory space and not the weight. And I mean, you know, there's a point of realism, and yes, there's going to be people that want the realism, but I think most people in the end don't want that degree of realism because it's a game. You're playing to have fun, to relax after a long day, you know? Or before you have a long day, whenever you play. You know, you're doing it for fun. And some people making themselves suffer through tedious, you know, realistic stuff like that is fun. Personally, to me, I don't find that to be as enjoyable, you know? And I'm sure that has to do a bit with how some people are with, you know, just normally, if they like doing challenges, if that's fun for them, is taking on challenges, then yeah, I can see that being a good, like, go play Sons of the Forest. It's going to be a challenge. You're going to spend a lot of time trying to, you know, build a big base and have it look nice. And have to worry about, of course, having it damaged and things destroyed. To me, you know, if I'm going to put that much effort into doing something like that, you know, I want to have some way to make it simplified, streamlined, so I can do more and just have fun with it, as opposed to it being just make this as punishing as possible. Because, you know, if I'm going to do a challenge like that, I'll do something non-gaming. Because, you know, I'll go and take up a hobby. I'll give myself a challenge with some kind of thing that's going to help me improve my skill set. You know, challenge myself to create my own game. You know, learn a programming language, create my own game, because at the end of that, I've got something really out of it, as opposed to I'm going to sit here and, you know, like put in all this hard work and effort and tediousness for it to be just a game. You know, you know, if it's going to be something that is not the most enjoyable experience, that should not be the game. That should be you taking on a challenge to actually get a real world result. As far as the game, it should always be fun. You know, it's like I'm playing Sass Factory again right now. Again, until I get to the point that I'm like, yeah, I'm tired of it, because it feels more like a job than a game. You know, when I get to that point, that feels like, you know, typically that's where I would stop. It's starting to feel like I'm working, like it's as frustrating to deal with as my job, then I stop playing. That's usually where I've gotten to. I think the first time I played, I made it maybe 20 hours of gameplay, before I was like, I'm done with this. Because it is so frustrating, continuously having to retool things and try to rework things. I was like, yeah, I quit playing, and you know, I think I started again at another point, got maybe a little bit further, and that was it. Now I'm doing it as a, when I get to the point I don't want to play because it's getting too frustrating, too irritating, I'm just gonna stop and take, like, say, a month break. Just make it flat out. I'm not uninstalling. I'm just gonna take a break for a month and come back and see if I can push through it. I'm telling you, like, at this time, a challenge to see if I can push through it. And kind of get, at the least, where maybe by pushing past, you know, take a break for like a month, come back, I can maybe push past the frustrating part and just get more and more comfortable with that style of setup, you know, because you're seeing more and more games that are getting more into that whole factory style of like logistics with some of the stuff, the base production, everything. So I felt like, okay, if I could do it with SAS Factory, if I can push through it, whatever I gotta do to make that happen, then that should help me with any of the other games that are going to be like that. All right, Bella.
Yeah.
Think about targeting the right one. Yes, that's the boss. Ooh, level up attack too. Oh. Oh, you. Oh, the boss came after me, and she's over here fighting. Nope. No, is she fight? Yeah, she is fighting the boss. Never mind. The upgraded legendary rifle actually is pretty good against normal pals. Still not great against like bosses, but good against normal pals. She keeps getting stuck in terrain when I tell her to do the special attack. Come on, let me in. Ah. Oh, wow. Just don't even do the attack. How nice. There you go. Frosty taking care of business. They make the dungeon bosses harder. Not specifically dungeon bosses. They did change one of the last updates. They bumped, what was it? They bumped health. I have to look at it. I think it was like last live stream we were talking about that one, or maybe it was a previous one. They did bump was it? They did a they did a bump on one thing because of they added more spawns for like alpha type pals, the large ones. You get a chance of hatching those. And they did a bump to the health of the bosses overall. But like something with like a damage change too. So they increased the HP of all alpha pals, which are the ones larger, you know, by 1.2, and reduced the damage reduction rate of enemy bosses by 18%. So since all the bosses are alpha, the HP adjustment was so that the battles don't become too difficult. So they did change it, but I don't know if they did it in a way where it really does make things that much more difficult. But yeah, they did adjust like HP levels specifically for like bosses, or you know, HP adjustment of alpha pals, because they did a damage reduction change on like the bosses. But these are also higher level dungeon bosses I'm fighting here, and that was, you know, dark type against dark type. Bella, still, I'm not seeing anything from at least my Bellas that says, oh, hey, yeah, the dark on dark doesn't matter because of how strong she is. You know, dark type against dark type, she still pulls through because she's so powerful. And I'm still not seeing that. In her chest over here. There should be, looking at this map, I should be fairly close to some along, maybe if I was facing the right mountain. Yeah, somewhere over here. Yeah, right about that area. I'm sure I probably have a bunch of eggs ready to hatch. I'll have to go check that after this. I want to see what level this dungeon is. I feel like maybe I've actually done this one. I think I have in the past. This one should get me at least a regular Bella slab. Because I've been getting a lot of Libero slabs. I mean, a lot. Some. Okay, I have to get some more. I do need regular Bella slabs, too. Alright, fine. You want to attack me? You're going to fight my missus right here. Friendly fire, come on. Sitting there trying to get away from her. And literally, it's acting like I'm landing on her head. So it kept taking my my glider and putting it up while I was trying to do that. And it was like, oh yeah, you stepped on her head. Alright. Come on, do your big tornado thing. Yeah, there we go. Let's see how this... See? There's the problem. You gotta be in a certain spot. The Arnie groans. Oh, great. The music's bugged again. What, they released like a unannounced patch or something? Oh, there it goes. Is there a way through here? Yes, there is. Maybe that's the one I'm looking for. Oh. Jason's arc, sir. You know, I want to say I remember something in the settings. Well, you know, I went in the settings and I changed it so I could have more pals at my bases. Default limit's 15 and I put it to 20. Because you can bump it up on that. So I feel like 15 is just too little. Honestly, in some cases, I feel like 20 is too little. Except for, you know, you run into a problem of the size of the base that we're limited to. Maybe if they finally fix all the pathing issues for the pals, I could do a base where I might actually want more than 20. Might actually need more than 20 by having building everything like vertical. You know, just building like, oh, I'm going to fill the whole circular base area up, but then I'm just going to keep building floor after floor so that it gets taller. And really, no slab fragments? None? Alright. That's it. I'm going to the base. Apparently, I also get attacked before I can even see them. Alright, I'm going to the base. Probably just easier to fly. Maybe. Yeah, I'm going the right way. Yeah, going the right way. Okay, let's see. Oh, you know, there's the tower over here. I could teleport from there. At least gotta get to the tower. Let's see. I mean, you could change difficulty settings for the game, obviously, to, you know, be like normal, hard, ultra hard. You know, there's a set of presets, and then I want to say, like, when I changed the limit on how many pals per base, it set it to a custom difficulty. So I'm sure that there might be somewhere, maybe not necessarily specific to bosses kind of thing, but I'm sure there's some kind of option for changing at least the difficulty of certain pals, like a multiplier. I hadn't looked. I just said, you know, basically all I want to do is have more pals in my bases. You know, so that's really the only thing I need to worry about changing. Refined metal armor, not worried about it. Not worried about it. Not worried about it. It was, yeah, got stuff to. Oh, before I do that, pendant of diligence. Let's see, what's that? I got +2. This is +1, so we're not gonna do that. Attack pendant. Oh yeah, there you go. I got an upgrade to +1, and then I got +1 on that. There we go. Finally, actually got some better ones. And dump those. So I got enough for a regular Bella fight now. Oh. Probably should have dumped this stuff as well. Okay. Other stuff should be sales. Oh, wait. No, one thing. There we go. Look at all my precious claws. Emeralds, bunch of emeralds. Dump these, dump those, dump that. I really don't need those. I just, you know, sell all of those because I just don't need them. Dump those. Boom, I got a couple eggs left. Alright. And speaking of, we need to go check on my eggs. Alright. Oh, they used up all of their cake, which is fine. That's what I wanted. Grab. I'm just gonna do the eggs, like dark eggs over here right now so I can hurry up and get some Bellas. Burly, oh yeah. So the burly body is the thing I put in there to try and get a few more pals with. Go ahead, use up as all of these I can. So that's 2 more of those. That was 4, right? Nope. All 8 are about to be done. Good, okay. There. Yeah. Honestly, I'm getting to the point I don't even think I care that much about the electric egg cookers. Just because I'll just make like a whole growing facility if I have to for eggs. You know, I'm almost to the point of saying, never mind of even like doing the climate control stuff. Just doing nothing but just putting out all these. And if it's like, oh, it's too cold, I can't hatch. Okay, well, daytime is gonna warm up. You know, too hot, you know, it'll cool down. You know, at night, whatever. It's gonna be fine. It'll just gradually do it, and I'll just maybe put together like 20 egg incubators. Just let them do their thing. Let's go fight the Bella that killed me last time so I can die again. I've not added enough upgraded pals since that fight. So it's gonna make no difference. Unless, of course, I go and suddenly just massively change the difficulty setting to make it like, oh yeah, let's make her a lot easier. Maybe not a lot easier, a little easier. I like how it always gets to about 7 or even down to maybe 5 seconds, just kind of hangs there, and then it's like, oh, yeah, I'm done. Let's see. Bunch of those. Oh, yeah, I got my vigorous pal tamer. It's vigorous. Veteran pal tamer. So I got a better one. Let's see, 46, 44, and 43. 58, 41, and 98 on the health. There you go. Conceded. I love how vigorous pal tamer, veteran pal tamer, there's no gender assigned. You know, you can't go and say, hey, y'all hook up. Y'all, you two are making me babies. No. Can't do that with the human ones. And more female Bella. But I got burly body. Motivational. That's actually decent on the IVs. Main thing is the burly body. What was the masochist? More defense, less attack. Not a fan of that. I don't care about that. Don't care about that. The burly body, the extra defense is nice. I mean, she'll survive longer. Look at some Yormantides. Oh, I got a couple alphas. Look at that. 2 alphas back to back. Ferocious and both of them. And swift on this one. So that's nice, but not the best on the other stats. Yeah, okay. Well, I still got room for the moment. So that's 8 more eggs there, 2 more there. Where's these at? We are 25 minutes out. And I need to see, you know, let's just go over here and look. So I got a burly body. One. See, all right, so doesn't even have burly body on that one. So I could swap out this one with the other one that's burly. But it doesn't really help much in that it's still the one male I'm left with now after that one changed gender. I mean, it's still a female. It is a, you know, it's burly body. But basically, I'm not doubling up with that. I mean, it's more stat. I guess I'll probably do that because look at that. I'm not a fan of the masochist part. Yeah, let's swap. Where's that one? Where's your burly? There's burly. Oh. There you go. You don't think she'll kill me this time? I'm pretty sure she probably will. I want to do only 10 eggs again. Oh yeah, and if you notice, it's funny enough, cake still spoils in your inventory, but no longer spoils at all in the breeding farm. And it doesn't require you to have pals in the breeding farm. So you can literally just say, I'm going to put my spare cake in the breeding farm I'm not using, just build one off to the side, and it's basically a perfect freezer for the cake. Cake won't spoil. That's kind of nice, you know. I'm not gonna lie, you know, that's kind of a nice little mechanic there. Okay, those are gone. You don't think she'll fight? I mean, kill me? I'm pretty sure she will. She wiped my pals last time, and I have not ranked up enough of them yet. Like, I mean, all my little 50s were just being wiped out. I definitely could use, you know, dragons. More dragon types. I just don't have enough of them. I need to get back to doing some Yormantides. Oh, not Yormantides. I got Yormantide Ignis. I need to start doing more of the Jet Dragons again. I still don't, actually, you know what? We might try it today. I haven't done a, well, you know, let's get, let's see if I can get like one more Bella slab, regular Bella, because I like having, you know, that spot, you know, reserved. It's like, here's where the slabs go. I got 4, so I can do a slab. I want to get one more fragment so I can keep the, you know, that stack in place. And I got enough to do a fragment or do a slab for the, you know, Libero. But again, she's going to wipe me out, so there's not much point on that. I kind of feel like I just want to, like, save all of those fragments as I level up some pals. And then we could do, like, you know, every hour do another fight with her. Once I get to that point, I think I can take her down well enough. But I need a Frostallion. Boy Frostallion. Yeah, I think that's one of the ones. I know I don't have a breeding pair, and I think it was boy. Again, I need a male Frostallion because for some reason I keep being stuck with female-only Frostallions. See Frosty real quick. They'll tell me which. Yeah. So I can't find. I haven't got any male Frostallions. I need a male, so we're gonna have to go fight Frosty again. So we'll do that after. Let's see if I can get me another slab fragment here, because we'll do a Bella fight too. So if I get a Bella slab fragment, we're gonna do a fight with Bella before I dismantle that PAL box. Because, you know, it's nice to take my PAL box with me for Frosty's fight. Nah, that's going to be a dead end. Wow, all 3 of them just went down. There's that Schwarzenegger moan from Total Recall. What'd I get? Yeah. So only a level 1 attack upgrade. Need to see about, with all the Yormantide Ignis I got, and I think I may actually, some of those dragon eggs may actually still be Jet Dragon. I may not have actually gone through all of those yet. So I may not have to worry about that right now. I kind of want to see if I can get, find me a good combo for 1 Yormantide Ignis, in terms of work. I feel like I need a better one for cooking on my cakes. See, 42 to level 28, and that attack should have done way more damage, especially compared to the other attacks. Like, let's see how this... Oh, look at that. That's the one that finished her off. That technically did more damage than the other one. The one that should have done the most damage. Alright, let's go. There, we got that slab fragment. Okay. Always nice to come to this one right next to the base. It seems like this one always gives me a slab fragment when it's actually open. Alright, put some stuff away. And, you know, probably... Ooh! All that lovely salad done. Yeah. I may have to do some cake production here, just to help speed things up. Alright, handgun schematic 2. Rare. Okay. Apparently I already have one of those. Yeah. Pretty much anything rare or epic I'm going to try to start keeping. I'm keeping that because it's uncommon. And actually, Golden Crown because I bought that one. It's, you know, King Spicy. May one day put my crown back on. Oh, yeah. I don't care about those. I'll stockpile those till I run out of stack room on them. Not sure why that... Running out of room for fiber. Too much fiber. Okay. We're gonna fight Bella. Might help if I have the slabs or fragments. Since you can't make it otherwise. We'll go fight Bella. The easier Bella, the one that, you know, level 30. Should be good experience. Hopefully. Come on. There we go. And you know what? I'm gonna, yeah, pop this in here. There we go. Look at that. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm gonna take this with me for this Bella fight. I do have the PAL bots. Oh, you know what? I can do it there. We're gonna do this Bella fight, because of I gotta take my frustration out on her for the last one. Plus, you know, I need cores. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop the salad in there, make sure all my pals. Actually, you know what? Why not go ahead and do that now? You guys can eat while I do other stuff. Notice I'm not worried about her because she's not very good. All right, there, that's good. Let them eat. Help me mind. Make sure they eat up. Salads are, to my knowledge, still the highest sanity restoring food. So that should help, and make sure they're all well fed, you know. Well fed, sane pals, more damage. There's a mammoth rest over there. Wonder if I could actually, like, point at that one and use the Bella special attack, make her teleport all the way over there to fight it. Alright, everybody's out. Everybody's had food. Hopefully. And, you know, hitting the wrong button. So I'm so used to some games using Q for building selection. Okay, come on. Overlaps with a stupid pal that won't get out of the way. Her guy was like, what happened, Bob?
Yep.
Yeah, I threw one Anubis out. What? He's building, but he's not building. Wow, I'm doing more for this than I think Astagon was doing total. Oh yeah, look at how much of a difference I make. Astagon, you were not very good at building and crafting. No, sir. Okay. Pop that in. We're gonna summon regular Bella. She's gonna... We're gonna see how quickly... Oh yeah, and let me toss out my Bella. Take my salads so I don't lose them if that gets damaged. Alright, heard the first thunk. Oh, hey, now. Why? I was trying to target her with my Bella special attack. I think my Bella said I can't do that. I'm already busy with another attack. Okay, you guys are slowing down. And you go faster. You get down to like a minute. 1 minute takedown. Alright, their attacks are finally recharged. See just how fast like it goes, and then they gotta wait for their cooldown timers to clear. And then once the timers obviously clear, you see just how much it starts again to just knock her life down so fast. Yormatide's, hey, he's getting a little better. That's why I got so many Ignis, because I want a good fire one. And Yormantide Ignis has the advantage of being also a dragon, which gives that advantage and means it could use dragon attacks. And also gets to use lightning attacks, which is kind of nice, being, you know, if he goes against a water type, that means he's got, you know, lightning attack against the water type. Yeah, he'll take extra because of the fire type against a water, you know, enemy, but also has the dragon type, so which should help to mitigate a little bit on that. Let's see how you're doing. Oh, I got some more lettuce in there. You know, you're not eating the lettuce up. You're supposed to let that accumulate. All right, reminder to self: do not consume all of the lettuce for salads at one time. Leave some lettuce so they don't start putting it in the wrong spot and eating it all. I'm supposed to eat the lettuce, except when it's with the salad. Alright, so 2 eggs from the ranch, and then I'll say that was the egg I just collected from her. We got 20 minutes, 16 minutes. Alright. Oh, one of them just leveled up. Hey, yeah. 8 more. Let's go here. I should have actually done this before I left, but I forgot. We're gonna take the feed box and the PAL box. The reason why I like building here is it is so close to my other base. And honestly, it's kind of a perfect spot. A lot of open area, you know? So you don't have Bella kind of getting tangled up on anything. You don't have your pals getting tangled up on anything. Is there? There it is. I remember I saw some fruits. If I can get to it. It's a nice place because it's very wide open. And just is close to this. So it's easy to go and drop the PAL box when I need it. Come back, you know, here when I need to dismantle it. Definitely recommend picking a good spot for Bella near a good teleport. Or one of your other bases. Now, we're going to go back to here. We're going to fight our favorite frosty one, Frostallion. Because I need a boy Frostallion. Still haven't got one of those. You know, got Frostallion and Helzifer gives you the Frostallion Knot, which is great. But you can't, if you use Frostallion and Frostallion Knot, you hit Frostallion Knot. And I did not mean to hit that. Let's see how this Bella does against Frostallion. Oh, that's gonna really, yeah, that will be a great attempt to try. How much damage can her special attack do against Frostallion? Okay, you need to get out of my way. All right, fine. I'm putting you up because you keep getting in my way. Oh, somewhere. Too close. There we go. Just means I have a backup if I happen to need it. We're gonna use this Yormantide and my Blaze of Mutts. Frost out. Jet Dragon is obviously not a good fit for that. Hot Stuff. Captain. Frosty and Captain Midnight are coming out. We're gonna use them. Got it. You know, Bella, I'm going to use because I want her to get some experience. And again, I want to test the attack. Where'd you go? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. So Frosty is going way out of normal range. Where's my spot that I usually stand at? It's not. Is it this? Is this spot? I think. Okay, we're gonna try. Come on, look. Look, I am looking at her. Well, we'll try this. Probably gonna be like out of range still. Or just, you know, it's not a rocket. It's a grenade because it arcs. Yeah, come on. Yeah. All right, we're gonna have her hang out for a minute. Come on, you can. Are you stuck? She might be getting stuck. She's laying somewhere and not moving. There we go! 1 point of damage per hit. Come on, come here. Yep, there we go. Let's see how... Oh, finally got to see it. Okay, obviously he did a lot of the damage right there. This one is actually losing health a lot faster than any of the previous ones, and 15,000 health. And I'm gonna say possibly the highest health value I've seen on Frostallion yet. So that's interesting. High health, but losing health faster. He seems to have gotten my Blaze Butt stuck. But yeah, that's okay. Obviously 1 point of damage per hit. Even if she got 200 hits, which I could tell you did not happen, I still will only put like 15,504 on her, the health in the end. Obviously, Blaze of Mutt did most of it right there, and that's not a very good attack unless it sets her on fire. Which is really what I need, is that fire damage. We'll switch to this one. I'm feeling good that I should be able to do it without even having to go and rotate out at the PAL bots. And I'm not even like doing the whole get stuck over here thing. She's not, Frosty is not coming over here and getting stuck against the wall. She's actually, we're doing a proper fight now. Actually, yeah, okay, you mentioned the rocket launcher again. I'm going to test it now. I did not notice I had the extra shirt sticking in my inventory. That looked like 100 points of damage. But I'm going to wait and see. Let's, all right. Okay. All right. 11,000. Okay, 11,230. I'd like, yeah, 100 something points of damage. Not much. 100 points of damage from that. 3 points on that. Yeah, I gotta let my guys fight. On fire now, which is good. I'm actually, I have been doing it where she gets stuck over here, and I've been doing the poison crossbow to create that extra damage stack because of the damage over time from the poison effect. But I mean, look at that. Normally I would be maybe around the 12,000 mark right now against Frosty, and now I'm already coming up on half, and I'm only, oh yep, let's move. There we go. Now we get Yormantide, my better Yormantide. Oh, that was a big hit right there. But those are recovering nicely. I don't know how hungry they are. They should be able to eat. Oh, yep. We're going to swap them back out. There's another Blaze of Mutt. Actually, we'll do... There. Let's see if I... Oh! First attempt. Poison damage. Oh, you see that? That squeaking by. And now I can't target. She's too low. Like, seriously, I couldn't realistically target there. They should give us a little bit more range of motion on stuff. At least on our aiming. Come on, let me aim downwards. Maybe normal like this, limit, but then when you hold right click to zoom, you can drop your aim lower. I feel like that should be a thing. Oh, wow. Okay, that's one hit. Took him almost down to no health. All right, you gotta get an attack in before I have to swap you out, dude. It feels like they've slowed down on their damage. At least, oh yeah, of course. He tries to do his attack and he gets caught at the very end by the wing attack. Oh, on fire. Good. Yeah. It's still kind of touch and go on this. I think I can pull this off. The problem there is Yormantide is dragon type, so frost attacks are going to be more effective. That's one thing about it. You got that crossover there. It doesn't play as nicely, whereas these don't have that issue. Oh, yep. Oh, well, there goes that one. Hot stuff is down. And Blaze of Mud is down. All right. Come on. Do attacks before you get knocked out at least. All right, I am going to have to cycle. There's that slow cooldown. Oh, and it decided to treat it as I'm not doing the attack anymore. All right, fine. We're going back. Pal team is hungry. We'll eat. Moron. I got... no, you don't. No, you don't. All right, you know what? Spicy Hawk. We gotta go. Why are you attacking? There we go. Gotta keep her in range. Oh, him. Gotta keep him in range. We're being hopeful. This is a boy. Oh, then you're like, I'm running right back to where I was. Oh. Okay. We're on land. And I guess... that's my best option. You know, probably not the best one to do while I'm riding on back. That's a very short Ignis Breath attack. You know, just notice that. What? What? Okay, so because I get up here, it keeps resetting. And then I shoot her, and it's like, I hit him, shoot him, and it's like, never mind. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do another Bella. Don't you even say you can't see him. Oh, now I can't pick her. I'm like, that's 4 clicks to get me to throw the ball to collect her back. Okay, this is, yeah, not working. Right. Oh, now you can see him. All right, I'm just gonna have to be a little careful here about getting attacked. I think I should have waited till Frosty came a little closer over here. Oh, now really coming after me. You stuck? I think you suck. And I'll unstuck. Ooh, yeah. Get some good attacks there. Oh! Yeah. What? And I get stuck with terrain that I can't apparently stand on anymore. What? I don't know why suddenly I'm having to press E like repeatedly to get it to respond one time. Oh, wrong thing. I was thinking I had the gun equipped. And then I couldn't do anything. Like, not even like responding at all to a command. I may have to close out the game after this, because it seems to be bugging quite substantially. Oh yeah, I hope they fix this with that where you trigger the Nightmare Iris and she instead does a different attack, but it counts as though you did the Nightmare Iris attack, and it sets the countdown. It should only start the countdown once she actually performs the attack. And that's not what happens. It's when it triggers, she's gonna do the attack. That's when it says, oh yeah, she's done the attack, and that's not actually how it happens. Like, really, really buggy on Bella right now. Ah, that one hit. Oh, I got poison. I'm gonna end up killing her this time. Him, I keep saying her. That's like, it's gonna jinx me. Yeah, get stuck on the terrain there. Oh, my Suzy Q does nothing. Oh, got some poison. All right, let's see. 78. I get 10 bumps at least for that. That puts it at, yeah, 780. That should be enough right there. I mean, worst case. Oh, yeah. She got stuck, so it times out. Right? Yeah. There. Oh, now over here. Yeah, okay, don't have the ring. Oh, what am I doing? I don't die. Oh, I'm an idiot. I forgot I was needing to capture that one. Crap. That was a waste. Very big waste. Okay, well, an hour. We're coming back. This time, next time it'll be better. Next time I'm gonna wait till hiding out there. Well, just to say, I jinxed myself because I kept saying her, and that's what did it. That's guaranteed. I was gonna have that was a female. That was gonna get there. So I didn't actually lose anything because I jinxed myself on that. So we'll come back in 1 hour and do that again. Frosty's named a Blizzard. Frosty sounds like snowman. I mean, yeah. It's Frosty, the snowman. I intend to get a better Frosty. And Frosty's just the quick one that, rolls right off the tongue. It's just Frosty. You're done. Also, no, I'm assuming they say it realistically in real life. But it makes me think of Stay Frosty, people. Was the guy, whatever his rank was in the military rank, I don't remember. But aliens, when they're going into there and like, all right, stay frosty, people. That's what I think of when I hear Frosty. All right, seems a little cold. 27 minutes, an hour. We got time. Let's see. How did I do on those? Good work speed. Oh, yep. Help my move. Another male. Look at that. I got another male. Okay. Honestly. Yeah, I'm getting very few male Bellas. like really very few. Which one is it I got here? That's the... Okay, yeah, not burly body. All right, so that's not burly body. I needed something better. Sadist. You know, I could do that. More attack, less defense. I really don't want to do that. I'll wait for the next batch. While we have eggs being produced. And how many? So I'm hoping I'll get a good, you know, I got at least another male out of that. But still. Hope to get something else. I need something with better stats. You know, better passives than what I'm getting. Well, I'm mad at myself right now. I was going to say I am mad at myself. Even think about it. It's been a while since I fought Frosty to capture. I wasn't even thinking. I was more impressed at how well I was doing with the fight. Yeah. I'm mad at myself. I am. Let's see if I actually have, like, I got a lot of Yormantide, so I'm not even, like, not even worried about attack right now. I want better work speed. Like, okay, Artisan, 105, so that's a good one right there. That seems to be the only one. The only one with Artisan, 1. So you are replacing you, because you work faster. Granted, I'm not doing a lot here at the moment, but still. Really, that would be one to put at the other spot for cake production. I'd probably need to merge do some condensing. Alright, we'll change Frosty to... I don't like Snowball and Buttermilk. I think I am going to do Shadowfats. Because Shadowfats was White Horse. Even though name-wise it seems more like the, you know, Frostallion Noct would be a better fit for that. Because Shadowfats. But yeah, Shadowfats was a White Horse. So we'll do Shadowfats for my current Frostallion. And actually, let me look at which ones I got. Yeah, see? All female. I need a male. That might have been a male, and I just messed up. It's too bad you can't do, like, Frostallion and Frostallion Noct and possibly get a Frostallion out of it. Like a 50-50. Yeah, I need to condense probably a few very soon. Oh, who do we want to fight? What do we want to do? I'm not doing Libero. I'm saving the slabs because I know how that's going to end. It's going to end badly. It's going to end with me losing again because pretty much all of them are the same where they were last time. Oh, I'm fine. That's okay. So who do we want to fight now? Like, do we want to do another boss type or... You know what? I know. We need just more dungeons. Because I need dungeons in order to get slab fragments. Still not happy about that part. Dungeons are just so underwhelming in this. More just irritating. Honestly. Of course, they make that how you mainly get fragments. Again, the whole notion of instead of making the dungeons more engaging, fixing them, making them actually worth playing because they're an enjoyable aspect, it's You have to play them. Because that's the only way you're going to get this stuff. So now, you may not like them, but you gotta deal with them either way. You know, I don't like that approach. I just make the dungeons worthwhile. What do we got here? Secret mine shaft. Okay. Well, you know, we gotta check it out. Ah, Black Marketeer. Not like I need anything from him right now. I got my own. There you go, Black Marketeer. If you want to come in here and, you know, get one. Try to capture him. Steal his, chest back there. You know. Look at his decorations. Big, crazy smile. Let's see. How much do I get for... Okay, so one of these is Islander. And that's the Pal Tamers. Not a big difference. Despite one of them. Like, that's the newer one that I caught today. Let's look at... Oh. Let's look at... some of these. So... 38, level 38, 3,600. But level 1, 827. Pays to level them up, you know. Yeah, I'm not selling anything. I can sell them back at my base if I want to. Anyway, so. A map to all the dungeons? Yes, I've actually got it pulled up to the side. Which is why there's a dungeon in this area. But there's several different interactive ones. The one I use typically because it's easier to work within it. Like you don't have stuff that's just all like in a list to turn on and off. But the Map Genie one, just look up Palworld interactive map. It's usually the second link right now. And just go there. And just hit hide all. So you hide everything. And then go and click dungeons to turn it on. And immediately you've got just the dungeons showing. And that's what I'm looking at right now to help me find the dungeons. Because they're so spread out. And the fact that they're not always open is also kind of frustrating. Looking at this. No, back this way. Okay. There it is. Kind of actually easy to notice the ones here in the desert, at least. Look for the cactus. Literally, the cactus shows from a very significant distance. And it kind of stands out. Looks almost like it's a candelabra, kind of like a little candle holder in a way, or a post of some sort. It's easy to see that and be like, oh, hey, there's the dungeon entrance. Because it seems every one of them out here has that next to them. You know, I'm going to say I think it was over this way. I'm trying to remember the pathing on these. Again, they kind of blur together. You know? You keep doing them over and over and over, and they just start to kind of blur into like one big mess. I'm starting to feel like I got this pattern down. There we go. Yeah, I might be sacrificing a chest in one of the rooms. That's okay. I'm not worried about it. Yep, making sure I got the ring off. There we go. I'll get the goodies. Oh, come on. You can't do that last little bit of damage on them. Gonna let him get another hit in on me. Okay. I do like how some of the, dark attacks from Bella cause fire damage or cause fire chance. You know, set the opponent on fire, even though they're dark attacks, not fire attacks. So it's kind of nice you get that damage over time effect too. Yeah, that's one. We can go this way. Let's go this way. Oh. We're gonna have to pause for a moment because you gotta see what's happening next to me. Chirping. He's having his little dream and he's chirping. It's funny. It's not like, it's not barking. It's really like a almost a hiccup sound that he makes when he's having a little dream. And you see his twitch from it. Honestly, I'm waiting for the feet to start kicking. Oh, there we go. We got feet kicking. They're moving. They're moving. Mainly his back feet are like, he's doing this with his back feet a little bit. Oh, one foot is making his move. I'm hoping he'll start doing like the paddling with his front feet. He does that. He'll sit there and like paddling basically, like he's trying to run. I think he's done. He had his little dream, his little moment, and yeah, he's done. Oh, Timmy nap time. Always an entertainment. Yeah, that's what he's here for, right? He's like, oh, you talking about me? I heard my name. Oh, big stretch. Big stretch. Good. Yeah, I was talking about you having a dream. You had a dream. You were being chirpy. Well, chirping Timmy. Chirp, 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 chirp. All right, back on your bed. You'll fall off. Let's see. I'm back to, yeah, I gotta find a dungeon. Over this way. Yeah, over this way. There it is. See, again, you see the cactus sticking out. Now, you don't see the cactus anywhere else. You see this cactus right there sticking out next to the entrance. And I'm noticing, at least out here, granted, Oh well, there. I was about to say, you know, I haven't had any of them today or last couple time or last week. I think none of them were really closed up, and that one is closed. So I have to find the next one. I guess, you know, we're gonna keep going this way. There's one around here. I need to explore a bit. So yeah, right here, one, if it wasn't closed. There's one here, and then I'm gonna cut across to here, here, and back up here, and that might reset the ones here and then get me back to the village. And see how many slabs I'll get. These seem to be more leaning towards libero slabs. Libero, however you would say that. And that's okay. I'm gonna need them. I can go get the regular ones at the other spots. I actually don't care about getting the other ones right now. I'm trying to get the higher end ones. It should be like literally right there. Is that it? That's out like a little jut outcrop from the wall. Oh, there it is. Yeah, again, look for the cactus that is, it stands out against the stone. Like, and it's closed off. Yeah, killing me here. This is why one of the big reasons for me dungeons are frustrating to deal with. Because you keep going around and they're closed. Just leave them open. Maybe instead of having so many of them, have fewer and leave them open. Or give some kind of indicator before you waste your time going there. Oh yeah, that dungeon's not active at the moment. You're wasting your time. It's not, you can't go in. The cat stopped in front of me while you had your arms full. And he didn't move because now he's glaring at you from 20 feet away. Well, you know, stare at him back. Give him that, you know, you're not going to intimidate me look. Finally, we got one. So I didn't even, like, fight any of these on that last one. I just went straight through to the boss. Kind of want to do that again. Great. It's got those rooms. Okay. Yep. Dead end. Is he in the water? Yes, he fell in the water. You'd think that would put his fire out, but it didn't. Just barely made that one. Oh, look, there it goes. The nice bugginess with the grappling gun. Sometimes it doesn't actually lift you off the ground. Sometimes it just drags you along the ground and then be like, oh, you're touching the ground, and stop working. Yeah, I'm hoping they do a lot of fixes with the next update. Rather than just focusing on here's some new pals or here's some a new boss or something. Actually fix problems. There we go. Gobfin Ignis. I mean, all right, so I see a few hits of 46, I think it said. Most of those hits were 8s. And it did a good bit of damage from those. That's a lot of hits that happened from that attack. So that is one advantage of that attack, is that it gets very large number of actual hits, which means the more damage it does per hit, way more increase on that. That is one advantage of that. That just gets so many impacts. All right. All right, got another Libero and a regular. All right, we got both. And I got ancient technology point. How about that? Yeah, I got that. I got that. There you go. I'll swap them around, make them match the way they are in the other thing. And again, I don't like this. I don't like dungeons. Like, it's much easier just go around and hit all the, like, hit the sanctuaries and find a bunch of chests out there like I occasionally am able to do. That's much better, in my opinion, than this approach. But, you know, either way, you get the chest somewhere, and you get all these scrolls for extra experience or just straight level ups. Good thing to stockpile for when I do find a Bella that has the stats and passives I want. I can sit there and help speed up the leveling significantly. Well, I don't tend to use these. I always kind of keep them. That way I have them for the really good pals. And again, it is closed. It's frustrating. Okay. On to the next spot. I'm turned a little bit too much the wrong way. Ugh. I don't think he's dreaming quite yet. Oh, did Yep, went too far. West, I gotta go. There it is. Please be open. It's open! I don't think this is one I did already. 2 hours, 42 minutes. I'm pretty sure that is a freshly opened dungeon. Also nice when it's nighttime and half of the pals are asleep. Let's see. If it is the same pattern as the last one, I think it was this way. Went this way, through here, yeah, into the next one. That's where I, like, narrowly escaped that attack. And there, and then a far end over there. Of course. I don't even know why I tried to climb on that. That seems like a horrible place to have us try and climb. Oh, I got a low-level chest with the, bridge. Yeah. Well, the bread, you know, at least that's food. And what we we got? The Fanglope. Yeah. Can't think of the name. Also, why am I not able to hit, like, even anything? Like, something, somewhere. On the ceiling. Apparently, I can't even get the ground. In certain places anymore. Oh, wait. We're gonna let Bella do her thing. See how much this goes. Well, it does. So that took down over 1,200 damage. And you see it was 10 to 12 damage. I think most of it was kind of hitting that. So I guess that's the reason why that attack is powerful, because it gets like 100 hits at a time. Yep, 10, 12. That's like about 100 hits. Yeah. And apparently at 50, she learns it again. So, or learns it as part of her normal attacks. And so you can actually trigger it twice. I mean, yeah, if you could get it where she hits, I mean, 50 points per damage, that'd be 5,000 health gone off of an enemy. That's a pretty good one if you can, you know, do that. All right, there, Libero. And I got a thermal undershirt. So I got 2. Yep. Alright, that one is done. Where are we at? Oh, it's only been 30 minutes since I messed up on Frostallion. Yeah. Alright, west. We're going, yes, west. To the next one. He's being very still. Now I can see it. Like, look right above the cursor, the targeting reticule. You can see, even in the dark, how the cactus sticks out a bit from the background. It's like it's got a light effect on it or something. Makes it easy to find your way, find the dungeon entrance in the desert, at least. Well, see, again, that one, it didn't pull me upwards. It slid me along the ground. Like, see there? I do that. It should pull me up towards the targeting spot instead of dragging me along the floor. Different layout. I'm going to say I feel like it was through here that I had to go to the last one of these. Yeah. They're here, and then it should be here and left. Oh, they're going to the help of their friends over there. There we go. Going to watch Godzilla -1? Okay. I actually still have to watch that one myself. I haven't watched it. Well, we'll see you next week, Jason. Okay. Less on that one. You know, just like 900 damage on that one total. But still, that attack, and then her normal attacks, already half the life gone. Granted, she is a few levels higher. Yeah, it's really going to be that attack, I think, is when she triggers it correctly. 8, 9, 10 damage per hit. Oh, and then that one. That's a pretty good attack right there if you get it where they're in between some of the tornadoes. tech manual, some training manuals. Oh, look at that. 3 ancient technology points. I'm assuming we're going to end up getting some additional levels now. I really am. Because look how many ancient technology points I have. And I'm still getting more. Like, I don't have to use that one. I don't, like, Ring of Mercy, I bought that one. I don't have to actually be able to make it. I bought one. I only need one. It's not like it's going to reduce the health any lower or protect against any lower, you know. They've got to be planning for a level cap increase. That's just, I've got way too many points. We'll do that. Even though I'm not making it, we'll put that out. Yeah. Alright, let's go on next one. I think at this point, I mean, we still got time. I'm gonna just go north at this point. And just stay on this side going towards the city, the town. Rather than skirt all the way around. Because I think I did a couple of these earlier. And so I don't want to... I'm going to check this one. I'm pretty sure I came to this next one earlier, or I was looking for this next one earlier. Yeah. Like, I came looking for this one and couldn't find it. Ended up over there. I was like, I know there's one over here. There it is, yeah. So again. Seems like something with the cactus at a distance gives it kind of almost a shimmer. Type like a reflective type of look to it. Oh yeah, this is a newly set dungeon. I think. Yes, there we go. I was getting a little worried when I didn't see any enemies. Should be the same path as the last one then. So I'll go this way. Yep. I'm just gonna, you know, I could go get the, you know, find the path. Oh, see, there it goes again. It drug me along the floor, glitching. It seems to be getting, like, worse as I play with the grappling gun. Like, it wasn't doing this at the start. Like, as I'm keep playing, it's like it's getting worse. It's just happening more often. Okay, where are you guys going? The boss is trying to escape. Oh yeah, is that? I mean, okay, be fair. In center round, he's dark type and fire. And he still took a good amount of damage off of that attack from her. Okay, yeah. Even though I have to make the ammo, that is much better damage now. Yeah, all those hits. I would say, I don't think it actually is 100 hits, but it looks like you're getting a lot. Like probably at least around 50 on a good placement. She's actually taking a pretty decent amount of injury on this one. So yeah, dark against dark. No advantage there, but, you know, fact is, she still held up pretty good against a dark and fire type. Who had some fire attacks, which would not an advantage, but would still not be a disregard. This is how yours has always worked? With the grappling gun? The grappling... Are you talking about the grappling gun that always drags you along the floor? Or half the time drags you along the floor? Instead of pulling you up in the air? Alright, that's a few slabs. A few fragments. I'm pretty sure at this point I've got probably some eggs that are ready to hatch. Bunch of fruits that time. Oh, yeah, and put my fragments up. So not enough for another normal Bella fight, but got enough for, I got a good number of Libero Bellas. Half of the time, just sit. See, I do have that happen where I'll get stuck. You know, like I was doing it earlier trying to, I think I picked up my ingots from the furnace, and I was trying to pull from, you know, like there to over there, and I just basically got stuck, and I was just in the air, stuck on the conveyor. Basically, I had to drop it. Yeah, they need to fix the grappling gun. It's a good utility, especially when you are overburdened. And I could see it being a case like if I'm overburdened, it not wanting to pull me through the air because of weight factor. But that's not the case. It's just a case of it just randomly hangs you in one spot, randomly just drags you along the floor, which is bad because then it pretty much wastes that time anyway. And in some cases, it drags you on the floor and like says, "Oh, you're on the ground. Stop." Or like the time I was overburdened with a ton of ore, and I grappled to here. When I hit C to drop the grapple, I hit the wall, and then it goes, whoom, and flung me to where I went flying through the air and landed down there, right there in this account. I mean, I got flung through the air. And it's tried to do it again since that time. Fortunately, I am much more cautious now when I am targeting here because of that. That was a nightmare to get all that ore. It was like 2,000 ore that I had to, piece by piece, slowly transfer to get back up to the base. It was unbelievably frustrating. Oh, perfect timing. Look at that. And 6 minutes. Oh, those are done. Okay. Let's see. All right, so I need one more. I'll take one more of those. There we go. Yeah, electrics are great. They're fast, but cost-wise, that's just the problem. The cost of all those cores you have to get to build them, and they use a lot of power. You're going to definitely be dealing with more power consumption. These are not, you know... Oh, yeah, okay. Great. You know, in terms of, like, they still require, like, the maintenance. Like, it's either they're too cold, too hot, like just a little cold. You know, I could put in an electric heater, then an electric cooler thing. But then I'm gonna have to manage it between the two. And if I do different types of eggs, it causes problems. That's why the electric ones are great, because they give you that boost. It's always perfect. But, you know, you're going to end up having a bunch of pals you have to assign for power generation, because they do drain a lot of power. While I wait, let's see what I got. I just got 4, I think. All female. All right, burly body. Burly body, motivational but destructive. Don't like that. Ooh. Burly body, swift, artisan. Now swift, movement speed, that could be kind of helpful to a degree in the fight. Artisan, you know, nice work speed. I'm not really playing user to work. You know, the burly body, more defense. But of course, again, they're all pretty much female. So it's like I get very, very abysmally low chance of a male Bella. Let's put those there. Actually, you know, put them here because I'm about to have to do something else. I bet I am out of cake. Am I out of cake? Yes, I'm out of cake. Grabbable cake. See, again, I love that they changed it so cake doesn't expire. It doesn't spoil while in the breeding farm. And more so that it doesn't expire even without pals at the breeding farm. So it's a perfect cold storage for cake. Well, no, if you put, it's not so much the heating and cooling, like the cooking station or the ice box type thing. Like I've got the spot over there, which is specifically heating for the base as a whole. It's not, I mean, I've got it here because it's, you know, it's kind of made sense to have it with the eggs where I'm wanting it to be, but let me find that. I think it's infrastructure. Yeah, heater blows warm air, raising the temperature of a base. So it's not the area. It doesn't have to be in a certain spot. It raises the temperature. So it's doing it to the whole base, which means if you're in a cold environment, okay, you know, you might need that to help keep your pals happy. Electric heater, same thing, raising the temperature of a base. It requires electricity and still requires a pal to light a flame. Same with the cooler, requires a pal for cooling and lowers the temperature. So basically it'd be a case of, again, you know, if I did all dragon eggs, it'd be easier because I could just say, hey, you know, they're all a little cold, then I need to have electric heater, and I'll let it be built, and, you know, power production pal, heater production pal, done. But when you're mixing and matching, you know, different types of eggs and they have different requirements, yeah, the electric incubator helps, but a huge amount of power drain for each one. I'm kind of tempted just to, like, you know what, as long as they are at least incubating, it's not like too cold, can't, you know, they're not incubating at all, it's fine. And I feel like here the electric or the heater element works best in this one. Because it does, like, I mean, even with the heat going, huge dragon egg, still a little cold, and it's daytime, you know. Huge dark egg, currently comfortable, now hot. Okay, so that He's doing a little bit better on the kindling, it seems. But, you know, these are still cold. Those are a little cold. Now that's a little hot, you know. That's why the electric makes sense to, you know, get rid of that mismatch problem. But you're going to use a lot of power with the electric. I have 2 electric generators, 2, what was it for that? The Orcirc ones with high work speed, and I even got the electric tower for boosting their output ability. I don't think that it actually affects just a small area. I think the way they got it set up is it's all based on the base as a whole, not just one little area. I mean, it would be kind of, you know, make sense in a certain way for it to do that. But from the, I guess, the programming aspect, the complication of it, they just did the base as a whole. Because if that was what you would do, then you'd have, obviously, here's the heater that generates a little bit of heat. And it would just heat the little area. But no, they just did it for the base as a whole. It's probably just one of those things that is like, we're going to do this because it'll just be easier than trying to do it where it's stuff within a certain range of it. And you got to have the heat and cold calculation as far as like the proximity to it and everything, and just adding that. It probably just like, you know what, let's just make it easy. It'll just be, here's your base, here's the temperature based on the area, and this raises the temperature by this amount. It was easier calculations for them. Too many, all of them, bottomless stomach. I want to get rid of the bottomless stomach. I need to get rid of the bottomless stomach. I'm going to have to do some condensing before I run out of room. See how we do it? 73. Good boy. Oh, where are we at? Okay, we are close. We're like 10 minutes from when I beat Frostallion. About a 10-minute wait on Frosty. Stuck. There we go. That. How many? 116 electric organs, 722 flame organs. It tells you how many flame fire type enemies I've fought. Apparently, I run into those a lot. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, I got a shirt I need to put away. It's for sale. I'll tell you this. The heat resistant undershirt, the cold resistant undershirt, not such a big deal. But the more you fight Bella, stockpile the multi-climate undershirts, because you don't really like need. Oh, and actually that's a +1. Yeah, see, +1. So you even got better. But you get that cold resistance to, heat resistance to, both of those. This heat resistance 1, cold resistance 2. Those end up being really good ones to sell to a merchant for money. I was going to say, there's good money in those. I'm not even selling the jewels yet. I'm keeping those. I'm just selling shirts and scrolls and such, and good money. Let's see. You know what? We got 10 minutes. We're going to check out the sanctuary. So let's see if maybe I luck out and there's like 2 or 3 chests there. And I see a chest already. Because that means possibility of slab fragments. Or, you know, just more schematics and such. Surprisingly, no guys. No, syndicate. Ooh. Another shadow beak. I'm gonna grab the shadow beak. Because I do need to catch some more of those, I think. Yep, 8 of 10. Do that. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's chest number 2. Obviously, you don't get as good as in, like, the dungeons. It's 3. Four. Slab fragment and a tech manual. 5. Look at that. There's slab fragment. Looks like more tech manuals. So that's... Oh. And good thing they didn't see me. They are blind. One of them literally despawned. While I was, like, there. Okay. So he's the only one. Oh, wait, and everyone's back. Okay. He's the, it's 2 of them. If they don't survive the initial attack, I'm okay, right? Let's go for it. I mean, yeah. They can't report anything if they don't survive long enough to report it. Ow! Drove me right into fireball. Okay, I think that's all of the ones I'm gonna get. I did see an ore circ over there, but I've hatched a lot of eggs, so I don't need any ore circs. Yeah, 4 tech manuals, more tech points. Which I can understand getting a lot of those, getting a lot of tech points. Because there's just so many things to unlock, like, so many things that unlock when you catch a certain pal. That, you know, you don't see it till you catch the pal that you're like, you know what, I actually want that. And now you gotta go back and spend points on some older stuff. So there's just so many things to unlock with the points that I like all the tech manuals, but I feel like at some point you end up with too many of the ancient tech points. There's just not enough stuff to buy. That's why I think we're going to get a level cap increase and see some more stuff we can use ancient tech points for. Alright, we got that. Dude, we're close. Very close. We're going to do another Frostallion run. And this time I'm catching him. And we got enough for a Bella. We'll do a Bella hit as well. Let's get food. What we got? Metal helm. That's it. Okay. Yep. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead. Tech points. Tech point. Tech points. Okay. So, I got 2 of those in that run. I'll go ahead and get my pals swapped, because we're gonna go against Frostallion, and all these are, you know, still same level. Oh, you know what? It might help if I have my flying one, at least for, what am I doing? I don't have to have a flying one. I've got my base thing still there. That's right. Yeah. So, yeah. Frostallion, base. And let me go ahead and put the ring on. So that I am not going to kill it myself. And, you know, we'll swap it with that. I do want the rifle because of the range damage, or range attack. All right, so we're gonna try and do this the way I've been doing it. $16,000. It's the highest yet. Now, I don't think I've had 16,000 health on them yet. Blazemut, definitely doing okay at the moment. I mean, he's taking some damage, not a lot. Fire damage, 91 per hit. That's good. I was getting in the past like only 70s. Now I'm getting 91. Dwayne, no, I don't do. I do single player only on this. And if I was going to let somebody join, it'd be members only anyway, for people who are regular visitors. All right, 1. Blazemut is down. Oh, good. He is poisoned now. Oh, God. Ah. We're not too far. How does Bella do? Not good enough yet, especially not my level that she's at currently. And plus, the big attack, the one that gets so many hits, was doing so much damage. I only got 1 point of damage per hit. So even if that is one of those, oh yeah, you get 100 hits in the right lineup. You hit her, you get that attack, hits Frosty for 100 hits. Each one was only 1 point. So you're talking 100 points of damage. This is not great. That's why, you know, the whole aspect of getting Frostallion on fire, hitting Frostallion with the poison arrows is much more helpful. See, like even that, my legendary rifle only does like a few points per hit, and the rocket launcher only did like 100 something points of damage. So not super effective against Frostallion. That's why I still like this approach. I mean, actually, I'm doing worse this time, I would say, than the last one. Yeah. The last one, I mean, I thought I would be able to make it without having to cycle any of them out. I've already lost one of them, but to being incapacitated. And that's 2 incapacitated. Ah, got me. Oh, yeah, I'm about to lose another one. Oh, and of course it says I got out of range, so no more. Let's throw this one in there. Fine. Back to going to sleep. Yeah, okay. Bella, see, steady hits, 1 point of damage per hit. Not a lot of damage from her at that point. And that's supposed to be like the big attack. The one that does a lot because it, I guess, hits so many times. I mean, on a couple of the bosses, it's done thousands of points of damage because a lot of hits, and it was hitting like, you know, a good amount of damage per hit. 1 point, no. I'm getting more damage from my poison effect on Frostallion than I was getting from the from Bella's attack. And of course, you know, you want fire types, fire against frost or ice type, and if they catch her on fire, then you get the fire damage over time. So I'm hoping Frosty will get back into position where I can actually target. I'll go over here. Of course, now coming over, chasing me, and getting into that area. Ah, pathing. And of course, I just conveniently miss every one of them. Like, I get more damage from a bullet through my rifle, granted legendary rifle, than I'm getting with Bella's attack. Okay, Susie Q is stuck because not attacking at all. There we go. Oh, I heard a smack. I got her. For him. Man, gotta do it. Got him because I need a boy. Go up. All right, come on, Blaze. Get her. Or get him. I'm gonna jinx myself again. At least I got the ring on, so I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be me that does it. What? Oh, I didn't even notice. Yeah, Suzaku's, not very good. They seem to have problems with targeting for some reason. Oh, there we go. I got some poison damage. Let's look at that. 2 ticks, and I do more damage than Bella's doing right now against them. And of course, he stuck so bad that Suzaku could not do anything. Oh. I gotta be careful at the end with the poison damage, because I don't want to poison Frostallion and then that those ticks of damage, because that doesn't apply with the Ring of Mercy. That will do damage outside what the ring controls, so that can take Frostallion down. And I'm not doing that again. I'm making sure I get my Frostallion this time. Oh, I'll let this go. Actually, it'll swap out. And mess up my summon there. Oh. Alright, I need you here. And I need you not to attack. Yeah. Gotta make sure I take care of this now, because she was on fire. I saw the fire effect happening. Oh, okay, it's fine. I lost Spicy Hawk. I can't fly now. So I'm just gonna spam my legendary balls. Oh, come on. Late attack. Come on. Okay, getting ridiculous. They've got to do something with the effigies. Expand on the effigies and the ability to get higher capture power. That's what, like 15 I've gone through now? 15 legendary balls trying to catch. And look at the health value. I'm not dying on this one. You are not doing that. That is not happening. I'm not going to throw all of these balls away doing this. It's catching now. Yeah. They've got to do something with more effigies and ability to unlock more capture power, because that is not, we're not getting enough for that. Suzaku, I'm not even going to use Suzaku's once I get enough better fire types, because they are not very good. Again, there's like something with their targeting that they just do not, they fail to lock in their targeting, and they just end up running into problems where they're unable to target. For some reason, they just, you know, they have a problem where their targeting fails. Okay, that's not the visitor that was coming towards my base. And I did not even look to see what that Frostallion was. I should have looked before dismantling the Palbots to see if I got a male Frostallion finally. Yeah, I mean, granted, you know, Frostallion is a top level PAL, level 50, very strong alpha boss type. But that, I mean, I went through 20 something, yeah, about 20 PAL spheres, legendary PAL spheres, trying to catch, and with, you know, only a small fraction of health left. It should not be like that. We should have, there should be, I mean, for as many effigies as you can get. Like I'm still collecting more and more effigies. There should be higher ranks for the capture power than what we have. You know, it should keep going up more than what it is right now. That's That is a waste. That better be a male that I got. Because I'll be mad if it's not. And I just realized I put all my stuff away from the PAL box. Finally! He's unstable. That's a problem. He's unstable. You know. But, look at the IVs. 97 attack, 88 defense, 89 on health. I finally have a Frost Stallion I can do some reproducing with. And of course, the best one I have is also the Shadow Fats that I'm using for fighting right now. So let's wait a moment. I'm going to get some Bellas going. But now I do have a breeding pair of Frost Stallions. Finally. Let's see where my eggs are at over here. Nope, not gonna be done. We got 8 minutes and 2 minutes. And how many? Still got some cake. All right. So, S-Box, you got home from your friend's graduation party. Not your graduation party, your friend's graduation party. Next time is your graduation party, right? See, I did not. Yeah, I didn't make a slab yet, so this is not a fight against Bella just yet. Inferno, maybe, you know, I'm gonna hold back on some of the names until I get like the pals that I want to keep, the really, really good ones. You know, I would say probably 2 Yormantide Ignis for work speed. That'll just be there for heating. You know, doing the kindling part, because I need kindling for the smelting, the furnace, the cooking. You know, so 1 at each of the bases. That's a really good, like, maxed out work speed. And there I go, hitting that button. And then beyond that, you know, I feel like the rest I'm just going to focus on, like, getting a couple of good fighter ones. Which means I don't need to worry about the work speed then. Food, I'm going to go ahead and... I need more wood. We'll go ahead and put a feed box out. Because, you know, I'll make sure they're fed when they come in for a fight. Two years until you graduate. Well, you know, you start planning now for how you want the party to go. Let's see. We got that. Yeah, I'm not gonna have enough paldium, I know. We'll go ahead and do that. Oh yeah, nice chest over there. I'll go ahead and get the altar built. I'll have to go get the slabs, fragments, make a slab, and then we'll have to go and I need to get food to bring back. I don't want to do berries. I want to do salads over there, because that'll make sure they are not going crazy. Not losing all that sanity. Get their food level up. I mean, I'll have good fight. Let me do another Bella. Standard Bella. And, oh yeah, be time to start wrapping up after that. Apparently that Cativa got in the way of that Mamorest. Let's try. Yeah, see, that's kind of like what I saw with one of those Mama Rest Chris, where it was like that on one, and then the very next one was the opposite of that. It was like, here's one, does all that damage from just the initial attack. The next one, right there, same area. It's almost the identical level. Like, oh, yeah, that barely phased it, you know. I mean, it's just a huge variation on some of these when it comes to actually, like, the damage effect against some opponents. There we go. All right, let's go. Food. I'll do this quickly because, you know, if I take too long, it's going to be nighttime and they don't want to eat during the night. They want to sleep. No. Actually, yeah, I'll keep that there because that's pretty good for just feeding straight to my party. There we go. All right, that's good enough. Oh, you know, got the food. I was about to teleport, and then I was like, wait a second. The important part. That. I need to make the slab. Otherwise, I'll be coming right back. All right, here he comes. Come on. Boom. Yeah, that's another one. I'm going to have to get to working on my Anubis at some point to get them boosted up to max work speed and get like 2 there and a couple more at, or, you know, 1 at least at the other base. It's getting a point where this is like that tedium of it's just lather, rinse, repeat, and I'm kind of getting tired of it. Kind of losing the steam. That should be good. So let him eat up. Quite stressed out. Eyes are bloodshot. Well, you know what? It's fine. It's going to be better after it eats a bunch of food, right? Let's see. Sanity is low. Yeah, I see that. But that's the point. Go eat your salad. Let's give them some food. Yeah, if you go eat, you'll get your sanity back up. But, oh well, here we go. I'll throw my Bella out for the fight. Oh, so a thug or a traitor came in again and died. As a thug, okay. And again, there we go. She actually triggered correctly. You felt old calling 2017 the late 2010s? Well, the fact that, like, when I was at Aldi today... Oh, no. I was about to say, I think that was an attack at me. I was at Aldi, and I was going to get I needed another bottle of wine from there. And, of course, it's one of those things, you go in there, you got to show your ID when they, like, are scanning the wine. And all they got to do is look, and if the year starts with 19, they know you're old enough. It's like, I remember when people were like saying at that point, it was like, if you're, 22, basically at that point, if your birth year started with a 19, you were old enough. That's all they needed to know. God, you guys are going slow today. Come on, 8 minutes, 27 seconds still? Come on, finish her off. Like how they're all in the way, so I couldn't even target her for my Bella's Nightmare Ray. Yeah, they were messing things up. All up in the way, not doing their job right. He's trying to steal my food. That's what it was. Okay. That's another Bella down. And I got a bunch of Bellas. I really do need to go and sort some Bellas. Condense some Bellas. I'm going to finally end up with, like, a Bella that I want to keep. That's got, like, all the rights, passives, everything. And I'm just literally going to have, where all I have to do is basically, like, here. Condense with this one other and max out. That's what's going to happen. And then I'll have to do it all over again. Let's see, I still have 20 cake in there, and then I'm almost done with that cake. Good. 2 cake left. Okay, that's complete. Those are complete. Yep, that should be all those. So 1 from the fight, and then 3 more from my stockpile, plus the two I grabbed there. So yeah, all Bella eggs again. I'm gonna see if maybe I got a boy Bella, since apparently my luck tends to be heavily skewed, where female is what I get most of the time. All right. So 6 new ones. All females. So we got Burly Body, Motivational Leader, Artisan, and Brave. Brave, extra attack. So that's 20 defense, 10 attack boost. But that's a very pitiful IV on the defense. I'm trying to just get the right passives right now. But yeah, that's kind of frustrating. Look at that. I mean, it was out of the first 9 I hatched, I got 1 male, 8 females, and now I've got even worse than that. I mean, it's worse than it was there. I feel like getting the 1 in 9, I got very lucky. Because out of all of those, and I know I have, I think, merged 1 or 2, maybe. I may have merged a couple of Bellas. I mean, out of all those, I'm now at 2 males in my collection at the moment. It should be 3, but like I said, I literally was going through all of them that I was hatching and going through, found a male that had the right stats and put him into that breeding farm. Went and finally found a Bella that had the right stat I wanted to combine, a female one that had the right stat. Threw it in there, and it was suddenly there was 2 females in the ranch. I had 2 males. I threw 1 in there, changed to a female, and I went to having only 1 male. So it's still weird. I somehow managed to have my Bella change gender, which seems very unfair. in this. Like, why are some of these not changing to male suddenly? That was, yeah. Not happy on that one. I'm gonna have to figure out, like, really which one of these I want to use. Well, all those Bellas. Oh, yeah, I got... Oh, that Jet Dragon's definitely gonna get used up. All of them... Oh, there we go. One that's not bottomless stomach. Another one that's not bottomless stomach. Let's see. Both male. Okay, I gotta have at least one female somewhere. That's a female. And it's a bottom. I want to get rid of bottomless stomach. That's what I want to do. I want to get rid of bottomless stomach. That's one I'm going to definitely be making use of with this one. Try to get rid of the negative. Oh boy. Well, I finally have a breeding pair. I have a boy Frostallion finally. He is unstable. A lot of guys are. But I've got this one. So I've got two. I can start breeding regular Frostallions, not just Frostallion knots. I'll be doing that shortly after I get maybe a bunch more cake. Again, I might... Ooh, actually... Let's see how much... Maybe 5 cores. Let's see how many cores I've collected now. Maybe get a third electric egg cooker over there. I have 5. I have exactly 5. I think I'll wait. I'll do that later. I may have to... I'm really tempted to add that, again, there's a mod that gives increased loot drops, like loot count, and loot, like, percentages for certain things. Let me find that one. I saved it. I think I saved it. I thought I saved it. I may not have. Let me find it. It's popular the last 30 days. Well... That's it. Dropped item overhaul. There we go. Bosses drop more schematics. Humans drop guns and increase drop rates and more. That's what it says. So, chance for Bella Noir fragments to drop from all bosses visible on the overworld map. Level 40 and above also drops the Libero fragment. So you actually get, instead of having to do the stupid dungeons over and over just to get those, you can just go and fight some of the regular bosses, like fight Anubis, and I have a chance to get a Bella Noir Libero fragment. Increased meat and mushrooms drop from pals. Human enemies have a chance to drop better spheres. Makes sense that they would be carrying them. Lowered overall rate at which Lee's Punk drops keys. Now mainly drops gold, but can sometimes drop any key. Okay, good reason to go fight Lee's Punks. And changed pals who drop technical manuals to more often drop experience manuals instead. And it's the excuse is the loot in the game is not great. I agree. Only a handful of bosses drop crafting patterns. All of them are max level, and the drop chance is dismal. So now you can get better drop chances, stuff like that. I'm very tempted to possibly put that one in use. I'm not sure yet. But I mean, it's specifically, you know, yeah, you get more drops from the dungeons. You're going to get drops from, like, regular pals, too. But the main thing is the drops from the bosses going to be more of the schematics. For me, it's the fact that, yeah, the bosses, they're visible in the overworld map, will give you fragments. So it means I could go and, you know, like, okay, I hadn't done Bushy in a while. I could go knock Bushy out, and boom. Bella slab fragment. Hey, nice and easy. Go knock out some of the other bosses. Bella slab fragments. You know, faster way to farm Bella for cores. And the fact that that means I should get more cores from her, too. I may test that out this week. But it's dropped item overhaul. Just go to Nexus Mods for Palworld and go for popular 30 days. And it is the top one right now. For an obvious reason. Obviously, a lot of people wanted to use that. I may put that in. I'm really, you know, after some of this today, I'm very, very much thinking I might be installing that mod because it's just the dungeons are not fun. Not fun. So, yeah. Let's wrap it up today because I'm getting hungry. And Timmy is obviously still so tired. Such a rough day. Timmy? It's that slow perk up where he's like, what? Armpit flat. There you go. And here we go. Thank you, Jenny. You won't be here next week? Oh, no. We'll be without Jenny. Be Jennyless next week. I guess it's okay. We'll still have Timmy. Well, I have modded Sanchez. I've got PAL IVs, and one of the reasons I haven't jumped on putting a bunch more mods in is just by adding PAL IVs. The game has been crashing like crazy on me. Right now, it's sitting here struggling just to go back to the main screen. And I've had that happen repeatedly. I've had it, I mean, today on the stream, first time I opened it, it crashed. After I tried to load my save, it crashed. As it was loading into the actual playfield. I've had it where it got, one time it loaded into the playfield and then everything just froze. And 10 minutes later, it was still frozen. And all that has happened after I modded with a mod that should only be displaying some of the hidden information in the game. It shouldn't even be affecting anything like that. I mean, that's like, it makes no sense that would be causing that problem. I mean, it's like a mod, and there's a lot of mods of this type. A mod that changes a character model a little bit. Like, oh, you know, the Frostallion Noct. I looked at one. There's one that actually has a better look to Frostallion Noct. Kind of bumps the quality, the visuals of Frostallion Noct. Makes it... Oh, I'm actually going to look that one up. Yeah. There's a wing designed and retexture one. And then there's another one that has dark space wings design. So if you like a sparkly kind of like, it looks like a starry kind of glitter effect to it, there's a mod for that. And the wings are more crystal-like. And then again, there's the regular one. The one I looked at has the main body is darker and the wings are more shimmery and the purple is more vibrant. It's like, yeah, here's the original colors, and then it's like, here's the redone one. It looks so much better. And there's a silver variation apparently on that mod now, and then a golden variation gives you very nice golden touch to the wings and the ankles. It's like installing one of those should not cause the game to crash. It should not lock the game up when it's trying to save and go back to the main screen. And yet that's what's happening ever since I installed a mod that literally just displays hidden information. So I don't know why that would be a problem. That's why I've been hesitant to add more mods, because it's definitely not playing nice with the single mod I have. As possible, try not to be asleep for the streams. That'd be good. I might go and check out Aska. I've got it on my wish list because it's got a demo. I may try to give it a look and see. I think it had a demo, right? Yeah, I looked at it earlier. That was one I want to say had a demo. Again, I'm looking at the new one, Soul Mask, that released yesterday. Go check that one out. See what you think. I know, Jenny, you got it. I mentioned earlier, it was, shows you got it, that you want it. Yeah, Aska has got a demo. I may take a look at that because it's got some good looking graphics for that one. That could be a very potentially good one. It's not available normal purchase, availability is June 20th. So if you want to check it out, they apparently do have a demo already and then early access, which is nice. A lot of game devs don't release the demo before the game can be purchased. They're like, here, purchase it, just buy it. And then Eden Crafters, I have not looked at, I haven't heard of that one. Let's look at that one. And it's got a demo too. Q3 2024, so it's a ways off. Kind of looks almost like a mixture of Satisfactory with more like Planet Crafter graphics in a way. I'll put it on my wish list too. Yeah, Soul Mask, all one word, is that tribal style one. It's like Green Hell kind of thing, but you're the tribal, or maybe more like Far Cry Primal. Think of it like that. Like you're not caveman, but you're a tribal person. Like you get a special mask, makes you kind of look like a witch doctor kind of thing. Special Aztec warrior. But it's a building. You can recruit unique barbarians, it says right there in the video I'm watching now, and assign them tasks to do around your base. But it makes me think Conan Exiles meets like Far Cry Primal, something kind of thing like that. There is no demo for that. It's early access and it's on sale 10% off right now. It's got some good reviews so far, but it's been out literally for a day. And right now 80% positive reviews. So I would say, unless it's, been out for at least a week, I don't think anybody's had a chance to play enough of it. Yeah, there's people. Here's a positive review after an hour and a half of game time. I mean, I've seen too many people post reviews like that, like positive, and then turn around and later on update them to be negative because of how the game progresses or how the updates progress. Play it because it reminds you of Conan Exiles, Ark, Survival Evolved, and Palworld. So it's kind of like, it's got some things like that. I'm going to give it a few days, see what people continue to think of it, what the reviews continue to say. I may get that one as my next big one. Again, no demo for it. Early access, 10% off. Save $3 now and possibly regret buying it, or wait, spend $3 later after I know for sure it's worth buying. But yeah, Soul Mask, that's one that I've been watching for. It just came out. It's the new one, or first one from apparently Campfire Studio, is the developer. If you want to check that one out. Again, it's got base building, and apparently you can hire barbarians and assign them jobs. Like we catch pals and assign them jobs. So that might be one worth checking out. But I'm keeping it on my list right now and watching, see how the reviews go. I've learned to be much warier, especially of publishers' first offerings on Steam. We seem to have quite a few publishers that have abandoned their games as of late, the last couple of years. So yeah, go check that one out. Subnautica 3, don't know. I have no understanding. And I mean, it's more than likely Subnautica 3 will, release as an early access game, as the other two did. I'm pretty sure it would be against their kind of trend to not release it as early access, to go and say we're just going to go straight to full release. And I feel like that would be a bad idea to not do early access with it, because it was only early access that helped fix, or not fix, but make for a better story in the end. Because there were so many people complaining about the story of Below Zero during development that they scrapped it and redid the story partway through development and delayed release of the game because of that. I'm not seeing anything confirmed. I mean, I'm seeing things where people are posting like, oh, it's going to come out this time, but there's nothing official like I'm seeing official date as far as when it's going to be releasing. And I'm seeing stuff of people saying 2025. So not even this year for it to release. Now, here's somebody pointing out that that Unknown Worlds is owned by Crafton, and as a result, they have the resources. They could put the game out without ever doing early access on it. So it's always possible that they could just go straight to full release because the new publisher decides to do that, which I think would be a bad idea. Again, that's why Below Zero is better now than it could have been because of the response the devs got during early access. Imagine instead, hey, we're going to release the game full release and get a bad reception of like, oh yeah, the game's only getting like 60% positive ratings because the story's not great, because there's problems that exist, because it's, you know, not a polished thing like it could be if, you know, having more time to work on it. Hopefully, well, Subnautica 3 is officially technically Subnautica 2 in that we're, I guess, either disregarding Below Zero or it's coming before Below Zero. So hopefully it's going to be back to following the original character, or at least something similar to that, like, hey, we're sending an expedition to start exploring the planet and try to get the information, the alien, you know, information, and something else happens, you know, and hopefully they go back to the you are on your own type of thing. That's part of what helped the first game so much, was that sense of isolation, because you never encountered another person. You know, you're not talking to somebody. You don't have an alien in your head carrying on conversation with you. It was, I mean, you got to hear people, but you didn't talk back. There was no two-way conversation. Even the Big Mama in Subnautica talked to you, and that was it. So that, and then, of course, the much more, you know, stealthy attacks of the Reapers. I feel like it did have that jump scare stuff like that. It was definitely more jump scare in the first one than in Below Zero, for me. And I'm hoping they learned their lesson. They need a bigger map, because a lot of people said Subnautica's map way better because it felt bigger than Below Zero. Below Zero, you had a lot more land travel, which does not work as well in a game that's about underwater survival exploration type of thing. So hopefully they do better with this one on that. I think they're going to see Below Zero is kind of like it was the sequel, and now we're just going to we're going to ignore that. You know, we're going to take it another direction, like almost a different timeline. Like, so, you know, the Terminator movies. We're just going to ignore what they did. We're just going to kind of go our own thing. Or was it, the Alien, not Aliens, Predator movies. Predator 1, Predator 2, and then you have, we're going to ignore that for the whole idea of Aliens versus Predator. You know, Alien versus Predator is basically not canon at this point, because, you know, going to Aliens, actually, yeah, they did kind of ignore, like, oh, whole idea of, like, here's where the xenomorphs actually came from, here's how they were created, is what we're seeing in Prometheus, Alien Covenant, and then the new one, I can't remember what the name was for it, as opposed to, oh yeah, predators have been hunting them for a long time, and they're the ones that took them everywhere. I feel like that's kind of what they're doing with the next Subnautica game. Like, oh, we're just going to kind of ignore our own thing, and maybe kind of, we're either forgetting Below Zero happened, or they're just going to be like, well, all this is going to take place before Below Zero, and we're just going to kind of push that over here to the side in terms of story and aspect. But no, I don't see anything official of when it's coming out, when it'll be, whether it'll be a full release immediately or early access like the other one. I'm going to say, yeah, 2025 would make sense for me in terms of early access. I wouldn't consider that to be full release. I would say early access at that point. But we'll know more whenever they announce it officially. All right, Timmy, you done? He's like, I'm tired. Leave me alone. Huh? That's why he's like, all right, lay my head back down. Okay, we're going to wrap it up today. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Go enjoy the rest of your day, rest of your weekend. Have a good, safe week. We'll do this next time. I think I might have to do that mod for some more PAL drop so I can speed up my Bella stuff a bit. Maybe get some more Bella eggs going. I don't know. I'm going to look at some more mods to see if it makes things that much worse, or I could just push through and get with the mod results. But yeah, I'll be thinking about it this week. But that's it for today. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Go enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you next time.